This is the day, son. Good luck to us all. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BCAL Sport, we are live as Pakistan will play host to Australia in a T20 international series. Now, in recent weeks, we've started to get a lot more Pakistanis here on the channel. So good luck to me, hey. Good luck to us all here in this chat because it probably will be quite interesting. Via the early numbers that I've been saying, it probably will get quite interesting here. But obviously, Pakistan versus Australia. This is basically a warm-up three-game series for the T20 World Cup that we will be pretty much live for all of. About 95% of the T20 World Cup will be here for, and every single final will be here for. It's just a couple of games interrupt the NRL. We'll have to do the NRL, so get ready for that. But Pakistan versus Australia tonight. This is in Lahore, which is usually a bat first stadium. But I do think this is one of Australia's best lineups we've seen in a while, to be completely honest with you. I'm really excited about what they can produce incoming, and we've seen India have a really good series against New Zealand recently, where they won the series 3-0 before last night actually got done pretty well by about 50 runs to the New Zealanders. So the biggest two in this T20 World Cup coming up are Australia and India, but we do need to see how Australia goes here in the subcontinent because that World Cup is in India and they'll go up against Pakistan here. So look, I'm excited for what we can see here. Obviously, let's go through these lineups. Again, Pakistan, I didn't say it actually, but I was going to. Pakistan won the toss and elected to bat, which is why I did mention that before in regards to Lahore being a bat first toss usually. I still think Australia is strong enough anyway, but Pakistan have won the toss and elected to bat. I feel like a pass score here is probably going to situate itself roughly around 180, 190 kind of deal. Anything less than that, and Australia should chase it down pretty quickly. Anything more than that, and it's going to be a difficult chase. But we do know Pakistan is very bat-friendly pitchers, and especially here in Lahore. So it should be a high scorer here. We should see a pretty decent score put on. Now for the Pakistanis, their lineup is Sahibzada, Farhan, Saim Ayub, Babar Razam, Salman Ali Agha, who is the captain, Fakhar Zaman, Usman Khan, who is the wicketkeeper, Shadab Khan, Mohammad Nawaz, Shaheen Afridi, Salman Ali Mirza, and Abrar Ahmed. A couple of guys there you would recognise from the BBL. Obviously, you saw Shaheen Afridi with the Brisbane Heat. Shadab Khan. Also, where did Shadab Khan play for? I can't remember. What wasn't the Brisbane Heat as well, was it? Was it? It wasn't the Brisbane Heat as well, was it? Shadab... No, Sydney Thunder. Sydney Thunder is where Shadab Khan was for. And then you also had... I think, did Usman Khan or... No. Obviously, we know that Babar Azam was in the BBL. You don't hear the damn well end of it. I'm not too sure. Okay, there's... Usman Khan wasn't. Mohammad Nawaz, was he in the BBL? Was he in the BBL? I don't think so. Anyway, so the point of the matter is you'll know a couple of the names there. But overall, not everyone was in the BBL, where Australia have plenty of them, obviously. Then you got Travis Head, who is the captain, and he is opening alongside Matty Short. You go to the third man in, which is Cameron Green. He actually is much better in T20s than he is in Tests, so do keep that in mind. Matty Renshaw, then Cooper Connolly, Mitchell Owen, Josh Philippi, who is the wicketkeeper, Jack Edwards, Xavier Bartlett, Adam Zampa, and Marley Beardman. Look, this isn't the full-strength team that will be going through into that T20 World Cup, but this is still a very good team. Travis Head, he loves the subcontinent. He loves batting here. He should be on for a big score here today. They are chasing, though, which makes it a little bit more interesting, but we also know that Travis Head, when he needs a chase, he can get going, man. Look at that game against England. This isn't a test, which is completely different. But he played it T20 style. And got up to over 120 in that game against England in such a short amount of time. So that's the kind of play that Travis Head is. Matt Short opening is going to be interesting, but I do have high hopes for Cameron Green in the T20s. And look, we have to see it because Kolkata Knight Riders paid so much money for him to come into the IPL this season. So Cameron Green surely should get rocking in this tournament to make up for an extremely poor Ashes series that he had. Matty Renshaw had a great BBL season. Cooper Connolly is one of our biggest stars up and coming. Mitchell Owen, very, very good player, can bat and can bowl. Josh Philippi, we know he can bat and he's a wicketkeeper. They bat deep here, the Aussies. They really do. They bat deep. They bat all the way through to Jack Edwards, realistically. Xavier Bartlett, not really. Zampa, not really. Marley Beardman, not really. But all the way down to Josh Philippi and Jack Edwards. That's solid. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They bat all the way down 8. So you're pretty happy with that. Well, they're bat to 7, but you know what I mean there. Look, I think Australia win here today. I think they've got a really good lineup. It just comes down to they can't let Pakistan look, it's not that they can't. Like, they could still get over 200, but if Pakistan get over 200, it's going to be very difficult. Here under the lights, it's going to be difficult. But with that being said, I'm pretty certain we've won the last 5 games in a row against Pakistan in T20. So let me have a look. Last 5 results: Pakistan versus Australia. T20I. By the way, the game starts in 10 minutes time, guys, so hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. The last time we played was back in 2024, and we won by 7 wickets with 52 balls left. We won the series 3-0, so that's kind of giving me a good idea for what I'm talking about here. We won the series 3-0 back in 2024. But all right, let's go here. Okay, we won a one-off against them back in 2021, 2022. We obviously won those 3 games in a row back in 2024, 2025. We also beat them in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup in 2021, 2022. So we've actually won, 5 in a row. And then you go back to 2019-20, where Australia actually beat Pakistan 2-0 there out of 3 games. So they've actually won the last 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row against Pakistan. They've won the last 7 games in a row against Pakistan. And then you go back to 2018-19, where Pakistan did have a 3-0 clean sweep in a T20I series in the UAE, weirdly enough. Australia has got the wood here. In the early days, you did see... Wait, did they win? Yeah, they did. Okay. Anyway, point of matter is that they've won plenty of games in a row against them. They've won plenty of games in a row. It's going to be interesting. With Pakistan winning the toss and letting the bat, I think they'd be happy with that. I think that is exactly what both teams would have been selecting to do. I do think that Australia would have selected to bat and to set the pace. But I feel like Pakistan, if they were trying to chase, were going to definitely lose this game. But with them setting the pace here on their own home turf in Lahore, then surely. And Babar Azam's got a lot to prove. He had an awful, I don't care what you say, Pakistanis, I don't care what you say, he had an awful BBL season. You can't argue it. It was absolutely dreadful. It was dreadful in every single capacity of the word in the BBL. Does that mean that he's a bad player for all? Not necessarily. He's actually good here in Pakistan. But you just get sick of hearing the absolute dribble. I'm going to turn this audio here. Like, we're being forced to believe like Babar Azam was a big part of the Sixers going into the final, and you just like, you wish there's a reason why I wasn't there. So let's see him make up for that BBL tournament and have a big game here today. And let's see what we can get underway with. But obviously, guys, like I said, thumbs up, subscribe. Let's get the chat. 8 minutes to go until the game does start. Olivia Reed with the $8 donation. Here she is. Says, we are back for another year of another day, another dono. I know it's a late start, but life has been expensive recently. Olivia, we just appreciate whatever you do support the channel, whether it's late, whether it's early, whether it's late and early, we appreciate you supporting the channel. So, welcome back. And thank you very much for the donor. Let me click that love heart. Bing bong. Olivia says, of course, the first comment is about him. Strap in, boys. Here we go. Yep, no, the first comment was about Babar Azam. It was. Of course it was. Lager says, oh, yeah, let's go to the Aussies. Come on, the Aussies, son. Come on, the Aussies. Deary me. We're on fire here. We're going to be on fire. Duraz says, I think Pakistan might win, to be honest, with their main squad versus a team full of BBL names. Okay, well, you can think that all you like, but I'm pretty confident in this lineup. I think Travis Head is unbelievable. Matt Shaw is interesting, but Cameron Green, I think he's going to have a good T20 series because he is a good T20 player. You go across this team, and I do think there's plenty of batting here for Australia, and on a pitch like this, we all know that Lahore is a batter's pitch, and the subcontinent does usually favour the old batters, especially in Pakistan. So, yeah, it's I still favour Australia here, and there's a reason why they are still heavy favourites. G'day, big fella. Looking forward to watching my favourite player of all time, Babar. You want to get timed out, I'll do it. Don't you start, Plucker. I think Pakistan, that's right. Jay says, Duraz, you can sit on the other side of the room then with all the Pakistanis. Yeah, you can sit over there, son. You go over there. We're going to sit over here. We're going to have a great time. We're going to party. We're going to have a great time. You can sit over there. And don't even look in this direction. Don't even look over here. You sit over there and you enjoy your time over there with the Pakistanis. We're going to have a great party over here. Massive party. Massive. Might be the biggest party that ever did roam the earth. But Travis Head loves a good whack around in the subcontinent. So let's see him. Let's see him fire, son. Let's see him fire. Let's see him. Let's see him fire. All right, there we go. Let's do that. Bing bong. You're calling a spade a crowbar. Oh, no, Jay, just call a spade spade. Just my honest thoughts. Oh. Okay, well, I think it's a bit disrespectful to just say a team full of BBL names. I don't think that's calling a spade a spade. I think that's being pretty disrespectful to the player names that you got here. Like, at the end of the day, you've still got Travis Head there, and the BBL names that are here are still well and truly capable of winning this game. Kip Connolly is an up-and-coming star that we're looking forward to in the future with what Australia's got going forward in Tests and T20s and everything. You know, Xavier Bartlett's a great bowler. Adam Zampa, you know, he's... actually, where's he ranked on the bowling? Where is he ranked in the bowling rankings in the T20I? I feel like it's not calling a spade, man. I think that's a rough thing to say about Australia, to be fair. I do. Adam Zampa is ranked 10th best bowler in the T20I world. So just want to throw that one out there. And then, you know, Matty Renshaw had a killer BBL season with the Brisbane Heat. We've seen Josh Philippe here before, Mitchell Lowe, and he's very solid. So, no, I think that I think you've been extremely harsh there. Extremely harsh to this Australian lineup. But look, could Pakistan win? Sure, they could. They're at home. A away series is always extremely difficult to win. But the last time we played Pakistan, in Pakistan, we won 3-0. So... Sean says, good afternoon, mate. Get around you, Shauno. Tatted says, Viva la Pakistan. Viva la, you're a muppet. Blaze Barber score 50 ducks and they'll defend him. There's no point. It's like talking to a wall with those fans. Sure, but, you know, at the end of the day, they're just passionate about their team and passionate about their player, but I will criticise when necessary. Chris says, g'day, me old cobbers. Sitting here with me warm VB. Should be a good one. You don't have a VB. Do you even have VBs in England? You wouldn't even receive them. You wouldn't even receive them up there, son. You don't have a VB. Deary me. By the way, I watch your Rosa channel. It usually doesn't get men. What? I don't even know what you're talking about. Duraz usually doesn't get many views, brother. Be here for the NRL season. Cricket, I've only just started up. You know what you don't realise is I've only just started up the old cricket here on the channel. NRL is our main sport. This is off-season content, but I'm making it more mainstream content as well. But I've developed rugby league. Bro, for State of Origin, we have 2,200 people watching it live. we don't worry, man. It's not all about Pakistanis, but we do appreciate people who do tune in from Pakistan and around the world. Definitely, that's for sure. But let's not pretend like we just don't get anybody watching. Duraz says, well, Blaze, I'm not saying it in a bad way. Well, you kind of did, though. I'm just saying they're more inexperienced. Well, then say they're more inexperienced, not they're just a bunch of BBL players. Because by saying they're just a bunch of BBL players, that is saying they're bad. That is kind of putting a derogatory, maybe not saying they're bad, but it's a derogatory term. It's like, oh, they're just BBL players. But if you say they're less experienced, then that's great. And then sure, go for that. There's no problem with saying that. It's the way you put it. It's not the way we took it. It's the way, unfortunately, you put it. But I don't necessarily disagree with inexperienced. But I also will disagree that that they've still got plenty of talent here in this team. Like plenty. Especially playing overseas versus Pakistan, playing their main team. But I can get the offence comment. Olivia says, why do we need quotation marks? Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Kraken says, yesterday New Zealand won its first T20I in 3 years against one... Was that their first win in 3 years? Oh, against one of the top 3 ranked teams. I was going to say, how were they third ranked before that? Against one of the top 3 ranked teams, they were losing every match. Yeah, that's wild, dude. That is wild. That is wild. Shauno says they do... this called Victoria Bitter, not Vic Bitter. They taste like shit. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. Might be an unpopular opinion, but VB tastes like puke. How is that an unpopular opinion? Pretty much every Australian that you talk to about this kind of stuff is very much agreeing on that, and also 4X. Where it comes dicey, and it is more of a 50-50 split, is that some people really enjoy Great Northern, and some people really don't enjoy Great Northern. I lean on the side of I enjoy it, but I know there's a lot of people who don't enjoy it. So there's the 50-50 split. When it comes to VB or Carlton Draft or 4X or something like that, most people do come together and say, we're going to drink it, but also we don't want to. That's fair. I get why you think that. I think I should have worded it better. Yeah, well, you worded it better on your second attempt. The first one just, was a little bit disrespectful, but it's fine. Nate says, shit, Sean, I just cracked a VB myself, mate. Not me, you bunch of pansies. Why are we all doing the me right now? Not me, you bunch of pansies, makes sense. But the The Chris one with the me didn't really make sense. You guys are off your rock already. Dry says, I'm happy to see Renshaw debuting in this format. He's played well for the Brisbane Heat. I like his inclusion in the team today. Absolutely. Well, let's see how this gets on early. The Pakistanis are walking out onto the field. A couple of early wickets for the Australians would be nice. A couple of wickets early for the Australians would be nice. They'll be opening with Sahib Zada Farhan and Saim Ayub. Saim Ayub. Can this new virus just stay away, please? Yes, I have heard about this new virus from India. A lot of places closing their airports and stuff like that. It's looking like COVID 2.0 right now. And obviously, I'm in Vietnam, so hopefully it doesn't come here. I know Thailand has completely adjusted their entrance requirements, and they have like a heat scan on people coming in from India to Thailand. Hopefully, they're doing it in Vietnam too. I just want to go to the UK and come home again safe. Oh, well, you're going to the UK, Olivia, but regardless of this virus, like, you're going to the UK. Don't know how safe it is. You got Chris to deal with, my goodness. Chris and Tatted. That's a problem. And then you got Jacko, who just hides in the wings and just lurks. It's England. You're in for a rough one. Dangerous place. Dangerous place, the old England. So Zada is going to be the one opening. He'll be the one opening. A beautiful day here in Lahore. Xavier Bartlett will be the bowler. Best is 3 for 13. Hasn't picked up 4 wickets yet. An economy of 7.52. Wickets of 19. 17 matches. Pure blood here, mate. No clot shot shit for me. What's going on? Xavier Bartlett. Early wicket would go really nicely. Early wicket would be very, very beautiful here. And it's going to be up in the air. Oh my God. It's the first. We got a wicket on the first ball. We got a wicket on the first ball. Oh my gosh. Farhan is gone on the first ball. It's 1 for nothing. I was just saying how good. That is a golden duck. The first ball of the game, and Xavier Bartlett has picked up a wicket. Farhan goes for 0. And I will update that scorecard, and the scorecard is already, by the time we update this scorecard, you're already going to see 1 player out. That is just a crazy start here, and it's a good start for the Aussies. Sahib Zada Farhan is gone on 0. But don't talk too soon, Aussies. Plenty of time to go here still. And just as I say that, Ibrahim starts talking too soon. So for Australians, by the way, we put the wicket on the left-hand side and the runs on the right-hand side. Everywhere else uses runs on the left-hand side and wickets on the right-hand side. So currently it's none for 1. Australians, we say 1 for nothing. And it all happened because 100 odd years ago, even more so, over 100 years ago, there was an ex-cricketer for Australia who was a part of like the score keeping at the SCG, I believe it was, or maybe the MCG, one of the two. He was a part of the scorekeeping, and he said that he didn't want to do it like the English did it, so changed it. What was in that shot? It was a pretty shit shot, Cracker, I'm not going to lie. Next bowl here from Bartlett, and that is going to be a single, so they'll get their first run of the day. They're 1 for 1. My bet is done in 1 ball. Needed Farhan for 10 and Head 20 and Big X 1 wicket. Well, you got the Big X wicket, and I'm sure you're going to get the Travis Head 20, but it's going to be very difficult for Farhan to get 10 when he got out for 0. You know, I find it super funny when it comes to like India and Pakistan and whatnot. They don't all support their nation. I just want to throw this out there. You've just seen a Pakistani in the crowd that was celebrating the Australian wicket because he's probably an Australian fan. They don't treat the international game kind of like we treat it. They, obviously more often than not, the large majority would go for their home team of Pakistan. But the same thing happens with India where, oh, that's a good shot. That's going to go for a 6. That's going to go for a 6 there. That is a big time whack from Saeem. And that will go past the boundary, so it's 7 for 1. Yeah, so they kind of treat it more so as like a who do you want to support, and they'll usually support the big time teams like Australia or England when they were good, or New Zealand and whatnot. Some people really just don't support their nation. The commentators were so quiet for that. Proper heart in the arse commentary. Yeah, well, they've got a 6 now, Pakistan, so at least they're on the ball with a couple of good runs. But that 1 wicket early does hurt them. Next bowl here from Bartlett. And that is going to be good fielding. Oh, it's good fielding to stop it, but did they get a run out of that? Was that just a dot ball? No, it was a dot ball. This is on KO, Ibrahim. Yes. I don't know who said yesterday that this game wouldn't be on KO, but it is. You can see it in Australia. This game is definitely on KO. And it's at a really good time as well. I thought this game was meant to start at 7:45 my time here in Vietnam, which would have been 8:45, 9:45, 10:45, 11:45 for you guys. But it's a great time. Well, it's 10 o'clock in New South Wales and it's 9 o'clock in Queensland right now. So you guys have got a brilliant time. And Jay's on buddy 7 o'clock over there in Perth. Okay, next ball here from Bartlett. And that's going to be shot nicely. Just should be a single, though. It will just be a single. It will just be a single. Look at the pitch, bro. There is so many cracks on this pitch. I can't believe that first shot that was taken, though. What have you made of the controversy of Bangladesh pulling out from the World Cup? Not a great look for the sport. Not a great look for the sport, especially when we know who controls it. Where's the Squirty Cream crew? Oh, they're here. The Squirty Cream crew is definitely still, they're kicking around. So right, Blades, like more Aussies hate Smith online, like no one would glaze Smith here as compared to Indians to Kohli. Wow, that's a beautiful ball, but it will be a dot ball. And that first over is done. It's 8 for 1. 8 for 1. Glaze Smith here as compared to Indians to Kohli or Babala Pakistan fans. Yeah, but that's because cricket is like their religion. People do glaze Cleary when it comes to like rugby league and whatnot. However, it's just different cultures, man. Different ways of supporting and different ways of being a part of it. Australians will hold their team accountable and they'll hold their players well and truly accountable for their actions. People do glaze Steve Smith in regards to his quality attributes and in regards to how good of a cricketer he is, but they will hold him accountable for the mistake he made as well. And that's the difference. That is the difference between Australia and a lot of the rest of the world. Because we get called cheaters, but yet other countries have been blasted cheating many times. They just don't hold themselves accountable. India's a great example of this. So Cooper Connolly for a bowl here. Best 1 for 24. Economy of 9.88. 1 wicket, 7 matches. Come on, keep that momentum up with that wicket. And that he's going to go for a big swing there, but it's only going to end up being a single. 9 for 1. Yeah, like cricket for Indians and Pakistanis is treated so differently to how Australians treat sport. And because the sports that we have as our main sports aren't really worldwide sports, it's not like a necessity to circle jerk one player to kind of ensure dominance of that player and respect on a worldwide stage kind of deal. That'll be a dot ball. Because like Pakistan, for example, they've never been. They used to have a really good cricket team, but they've never been the best cricketing team. And they've always had to compete against the likes of India or against the likes of Australia or even England. So they're. Oh my gosh, that was close to a wicket. There'll be a dot ball. So they're always having to go the next leg. They need to go to the next next level to speak of their players' names to ensure people respect their players, right? Because they've had to go against the best of the best forever. And that's gone up in the air. Is it a 6? It is a 6. That is a 6 for Salomon. And they'll be on 15 for 1. This is a batting pitch, lads. It is. It is a batting pitch. I don't know what that first wicket was because it doesn't line up with what we should be seeing here. But it is definitely a batting pitch with what we're seeing here. This should play well and truly in line for... guys like Travis Head. Cooper has been better with the ball than bat recently. Well, that's going to be a dot ball. Brad says, Oz is the best team in the world. The thing which made them the best is their mindset. Absolutely, Brad. I agree with you there 100%. I don't think anyone will disagree with you. I feel like even our biggest haters will understand that. And, the reason why we're targeted in Australia as heavily as we are with, so many different countries wanting to scalp us is because they do feel the need to scalp us because of the mindset and because of how good we are. Like, you're never going to see the shit talk go towards a team like Zimbabwe, or you're never going to see the team. The shit talk will go to a team like England, not because of a scalp anymore, because they're dusted from where they once were. So it's like kind of getting your up on them. Australians don't do that. They just do it because we take the piss out of England. We'll do it whether they're good or whether they're not good, But Australia are just such a dominant country when it comes to cricket that we are the scalp. We are. I feel like India is not as much of the scalp, but I probably would say they're the second biggest of the scalp right now, for sure. Brent says, "Yo, I thought you had this game starting later. I thought it was too, Brenton, but no, it's on. We're 2 overs down, and Pakistan are 16 for 1. Ace is more viewers than the A-League Grand Final already. Good stuff, people. We only needed one person for that. All right, Matthew Short. He's bowling now, and that will end up being good fielding to stop it from going through. Oh, they're going to end up getting 2, are they? Do they get 2 or do they get 1 from that? Test cricket is the best format. I think we all agree on that, Brad. Well, we do in Australia. I don't know if I'm assuming you're Australian, but Australians for sure. We believe that. It's part of our culture. It's a part of how we've grown up and what we enjoyed the most. The younger generation are always going to probably say the shorter format, but the way we've grown up has always been based off of that Boxing Day Test cricket. Big day with the family, enjoy some cricket, have a barbie kind of deal. That's all part of it. Ihan says, "Bro, do you think that India will win?" Well, look, Ihan, it's going to be very difficult for India to win this game, and the reason why it's going to be very difficult for India to win this game is because India are not playing in this game. Yes. So it's very difficult. You asking is India going to win is basically the same as asking is the United States of America going to win or Antarctic and Penguins going to win. India are not playing this game. They played last night, and I'll tell you if I think they can win last night, the answer is going to be no. I reckon New Zealand's going to win by about 50 runs. Dries is a Press Tigers fan, I guess so, but that could be said for anyone. But I recall a lot of people wanted Smith to be dropped after the first 2 tests versus India in 2024. Yeah, I don't think that was a majority, but sure. Just think the Australian public contributes to that mindset. If we fail, everyone involved is on the edge of being sacked. I agree. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We hold our players and our teams accountable. And that is going straight up Broadway, and that is going to be a 6 for Salomon. It's 24 for 1. 24 for 1. I think Italy could beat Pakistan today. Yeah, Italy's going to find it pretty difficult to beat Pakistan today, Logan. 193 will be the winning score. I don't know, man. This right now is looking like both teams can definitely get into the 200. This right now is looking like we've got plenty of runs coming up from both these teams. Bajendra says, "Hello, brother. Where are you from?" I'm from Australia. I'm from Australia. Ian says, "What do you think about Babar?" Oh, no. It started, lads. Here we go. Guys, put your seatbelts on. Put your seatbelts on. We're at the start of the game, and it definitely has started, lads. Hashit says, "Which team is stronger, Oz or India?" It's going to be interesting. We need to see how Australia plays in this T20 series. Obviously, last night wasn't a good game for India. We were live for it. Last night wasn't a great game for the Indians. That's going to be a dot ball here, where they lost by 50 runs, and that first ball where they got out in that first over really just set them back, and New Zealand played really well. But India did win that series already 3-0 before that fourth game. I need to see how Australia play against Pakistan in this series. But again, this isn't Australia's full strength lineup by any means. Brad says, "One bad game can happen to even the best of the best." Yep, absolutely. Remember when Head was called in 2021 Ashes and a lot of people lost their rockets online? Crazy how far he's come since then. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's happened. Please tell me Babar was the first batter out. Babar hasn't actually come in yet, Brenton, which is actually quite interesting. I would have thought he would come in third, but he must be coming in fourth to soldier on through the middle portion. By the way, on your KO, guys, if you're watching this on KO, are you getting like little frozen snippets? Because I can hear the commentary perfect, but like it'll just freeze. Not the actual KO itself will freeze, but it seems like the broadcast is freezing a little bit. Are you guys getting that too? Always when it comes to big ICC events and big games, they're having advantage. Absolutely. Babar is hiding in the dressing rooms. So Jack Edwards is bowling. Jack Edwards up for a bowl here. It's 26 for 1 for Pakistan through 3 overs, and that is just an absolute shock and bowl. That's going to be a single. Harsh says, "The current India T20 batting lineup is the most aggressive and dangerous in the world." Sure, but we also do know that when Australia's a full team lineup, they're going to have a rocketing chance to come through in that. And with that strong Indian lineup, they still got pumped yesterday by New Zealand, despite the fact they already won the series 3-0. Yeah, it just seems like laggy. Like the actual broadcast seems laggy. Australia have only tough competition against India only, and the rest of the teams are not good. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that. Nice timing there. That's just going to be a single for Pakistan. So it'll be 28 for 1 through 3.2. Oh, hold on a second. What's going on here? What's going on there? All right, let's go back to the live chat. Frozen? I'm frozen? Are you saying I'm frozen? Are you saying that to me? So Salomon on 17. And it's going to be a single. Oh, okay. Let me do this. We try it again. Okay, hopefully this is back on. Let me know if we're back on, guys. Oh, we're back? Okay. Okay, well, guys, tell me how many fingers I'm holding up just so I know how far behind you are. Okay, so Edwards giving up 3 runs to the first 3 balls. Next ball. And that is going to be... it's going to be 4 runs. That'll be 4 runs. Okay, not too far behind. Shashi says Salman Ali Agha is a really good find for Pakistan. Yeah, no, he's doing well here. So after that early wicket, they've been able to find some good runs here, Pakistan. 33 runs for the 1 wicket through 3.4. Oh no, I can see that descending. I can see that comment descending in the chat. I can see that one. But that is a 4 for Pakistan. This definitely is looking like a batting pitch, man. Next ball. And that's up in the air. Oh, but it goes through the gap and it will be a 4. It will be a 4. Yeah, take that, Nath. Nath did just get buddied as well. Wow. Well, so that's a 4 for Saeem, and both of them are on 18. Australia need to try and get a hold of this pretty quickly. But that is good thinking and a really nice shot from Saeem. Really nice shot. Nate says, Hush, I'm not, but India always shit themselves when it counts. Yeah, when it comes to the big stage, they do usually find it quite difficult to take that next leap. So 4 overs down, 38 runs. So they're averaging just under 10 runs an over right now. They're probably at, 9.5 or so? 9? 19, 27, 56. Yeah, 9.5 is their current run rate, the Pakistanis. Dries, pitches in Pakistan are mostly flat, which you wouldn't expect from subcontinent countries, but Pakistan produces roads. They do, definitely. They definitely do. Abdurrahman says Babar will play for Australia. No. Sean says Livia's... Okay. Duraz says that... Yeah. Okay, sorry. I've just seen Sean's comment. And that threw me. Yeah, Babar is coming in next. Is what you would get. Will Wakefield says, I remember watching Shaheen Afridi bowl 4 wides in a row. Yeah, the BBL for the Brisbane Heat wasn't exactly pretty, Will Wakefield. By the way, for people who don't know, we will be live for every single Australia versus Pakistan game of the series. We are live for most cricket games. We've got England versus Sri Lanka tomorrow. I'll be single for same. We'll be live for pretty much all of the cricket games going forward. So if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. We've got England, Sri Lanka tomorrow, and then we'll be live for Pakistan, Australia again on Saturday. Current run rate is 9.36. So yeah, I was right. Last night you saw the Kiwis at one stage were at a run rate of 11.3. It was ridiculous. And then at one stage, India were getting back into the game with like a 13 run rate. That's going to be smashed along the ground, but great fielding there. It will be a dot ball. We need to do a tally count for this series of how much time the Weber bar is used. No, we do not need to do that. No, we do not. 4.2 overs down. This is a good over so far from Connolly. Getting up the 9 runs to 1.2. Oh, he's come up at that one, and it's going to be a dot ball. Good bowling. Shatish says, the more deliveries Babar plays, the better for Australia. Why was he bowling spin in the BBL? I don't know, Will, but he obviously wasn't too fantastic, that's for sure. Oh, that's going to go through for a 4. It's actually quite a lucky shot. It wasn't actually where he was aiming, but the ball will go down to the boundary for a 4. Harshit says, bro, I just love how Australian crowds showed their love to Rohit and Kohli at last match in Australia. That shows that apart from healthy rivalry, Australia respects great players. I wish I could say the same about the majority of India, but in regards to Australia, yes, when you play great, when you are great, then you will get the respect that you're due. The banter will still be there. We'll still sledge these kind of players. We'll still, um, we'll still take the piss, but we will absolutely, as Australians, respect the greatest players. Amit says, our team is struggling at home in Test cricket. Really bad to see this. Every team is whitewashing us. Amit, who are we referring to as we there? Oh, that's a good fielding there. So, dot ball. Still a pretty good over. Besides that boundary, still a pretty good over. India also respects Australian players. Sort of. Not really harsh it. Sort of. Like, you will find that if Australia's playing India, it's completely disrespectful. But if Australia's not playing India, then sure, I'll agree with you. Yeah, when Australia's playing India, there's no respect whatsoever. Australians will still respect, but also take the piss. But when it's India versus Australia, but when it's India versus Australia and Indians, they don't respect the Australian players for sure. Outside of that, they do. So 43 for 1 through 5. So at least that brought down that run rate pretty well. India is struggling in Test cricket. What's the reason? I think the reason why you're seeing. I think the reason why you are seeing India struggle in Test cricket is because of the emphasis. Yeah, that's a big shot. That is a big shot there, and that is going to go for a 6 from Saeem. That's 26 runs, and they'll be on 49. The reason why they're struggling is on the basis that the emphasis on the IPL and the emphasis on T20, that's why they've gone down that path, and that's why they're suffering at the Test cricket level, whilst Australia is able to put it in a pretty competitive team across all formats. Unfortunately, India do focus heavily on the IPL T20 style, and that's why you're seeing suffering in the Test cricket capacity. Sean says Indian cricket does not respect for spin bowling from country. Yeah. Well, he says some of the backup guys playing this match for us, Australia. Yes. Yeah. No, there's plenty of guys that aren't playing here, and that is going to be a dot ball. Plenty of guys aren't playing in this game, but you're still going to see guys like Travis Head, Mitchy Marsh, Cameron Green, Zamster Graham, Adam Zampa. You got plenty of guys that can bat. We bat all the way down through to 8. All the way down through to 8. Joe got lots of love, as did Bethel. Yeah, Joe Root got lots of love from Aussies during that Australia vs England Ashes series. And Jacob Bethel got plenty of love. I don't think there were many Australians that weren't backing Jacob Bethel in. The Bison, yeah. The Bison's ready to rock and roll. Next bolt. And that is going to be whacked for a 4. That will be a boundary. This is the thing which I respect for Oz as an opposition is that they always respect Test cricket and always maintain their standard. Test cricket is always going to be Australia's number 1. It will always be. If we win an ODI, it's a bonus. If Australia wins a T20, it's a bonus. But when it comes to cricket, Test cricket will always reign supreme for Australians. Kragan says, I've heard India struggles in Test cricket because they have a terrible coach who forced everyone good to retire and no one has a fixed spot in the team. Well, there would be that aspect as well, but also the focus is on T20. I don't think anybody could disagree with that. So they're now above the 10 runs. Well, they're at exactly 10. That's up in the air. Is there anybody there? Oh my gosh, it's so close to a wicket. Cameron Green, you got to get it pretty high to get over him, and it just gets over the top of Cameron Green there, close to a wicket to Saeem, but it'll be 2 runs. Definitely looking like a batter's pitch. Brenton, this is as bad as pitches come. This is as battery as batters come. Don't think Carey's playing. Carey isn't playing. Now, you can't blame Cameron Green there. Yeah, it's a tough one. He's running behind, and it's a difficult one. People in our country are harsh on coach. I don't think players are more accountable. Yeah, I agree. That will be a single face Saeem. You'll be on 33. And that's why, Brenton, that's why it was so crazy that the first ball was a wicket. The first ball of the game was a wicket. That's why it's so crazy, dude. All right, well, it's a good start here. But again, both teams should be able to benefit from this. Absolutely. You need to get a wicket, though, to slow this down because they are getting some good runs right now. Next ball. And, dot ball. Oh, wow. That's an amazing throw. It keeps in play. So, end of the over, they will get 13 runs off the over from Marley Beardman. I thought many people in our country hate Oz because they're good, but I love and respect them as an opposition. Yeah, a lot of people don't like when it comes to cricket. That's because we're successful. If Green gets out at a low pass score, he surely gets the boot. I don't think he will, though. I think it's nearly impossible to get a low. Really, it's not impossible. We've seen a guy get out for duck already. But if Cameron Green fails here, my gosh, the Kolkata Knight Riders will feel scammed. Have high hopes for Beardman. Pace, not everything, but he bowls super quick. Who's captain for Oz? Travis Head is captain for Australia in this game, Brenton. So current run rate is 9.33, and we're going to see Matt Short come back in for a bowl to go up 10 runs in his first over. Green will remain in the squad. Yeah, no, he's not leaving, Jade, but the criticism will be extremely heavy if he doesn't get into form. Oh, they're reviewing this, are they? No, it's completely fine. He's safe. I don't know why we were looking at that for a wicket. He was definitely safe. So it is going to be not out. I want to see Babar go dark. There's no way, like on this pitch, there's no way you could be saying dark for a guy like Babar's standard, surely. We're still, not out. No shit, Sherlock. I can't believe we waited that long to see that. Like, that was obviously not out. And that will be knocked out the back there just for a single. Omkar says, your finalists in the T20 World Cup. I do have India versus Australia. That is the top two in the ICC right now. This game isn't a great showing of what Australia's capabilities are, and they still could win this game. Australia, they've got plenty of players out here ahead of the T20 World Cup. So I've still got Australia versus India. But it'll be interesting to see how England go in the Sri Lanka series. And I don't think New Zealand have the capacity to do it. South Africa will be cheeky. And he's gone for that one, he's gone for that one, he's gone for that one, and it's going to be a 6. It will be a 6 for Salaman. No, yes, it is a 6. Yeah, it was. I would love to see Smith in T20s for Oz. He's playing very well in BBL. Yeah, he did play really well for the Sydney Sixers, but I do believe that he's not going to be playing. I don't think so. 150 watching, hit that like button. 150 people watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Pakistan doing all right since they got that early wicket. 6.2 overs gone here. Australia would definitely be liking to get a wicket at some point. That's for sure. Whereas Babar can't see him. You can't see him because he's not batting yet. He bats after this. He'll be batting at 4. And that's up in the air. And it'll just go for a single. So him on 34, Salmon on 29. If Babar, there's no, you couldn't ride it if Babar got dark. You couldn't ride it. Same on 34, he's on strike. And that is just going to be a single. Asif says hi. Get around Asif. Travis captaining Oz for the first time. Yeah, well, I think that he's going to do well here, man. This pitch is a batter's pitch, absolutely. There's no doubt about that. And with him opening, we could see something dangerous. So next bolt. Ooh. They're going to end up getting a single out of that. It's going to be buys, though. It's a really high-scoring venue. Yeah, maybe the pass score of 190 or so is going to be wide. Maybe the pass score of 190 is going to be well and truly too low. Maybe. You need at least 190 in front of this explosive Aussie lineup. I agree, but I think that 190 could be still low. I mean, since I like... 1 second. That's going to be a single. I like Aussie wickets. It's very nice to watch matches in Oz. Oh, Jay, you're going to get them good here. I like Aussie wickets. Very nice to watch matches in Oz. They aren't falling flat. There is a lot for fast bowlers there. Dude, we love a fast pace. Bing, bang, boom. We love it. We love the speedsters. We don't want roads where you can just hit runs. We want to see you work for it. The bowler's going to come in hot, and if you're good enough to get some runs, then that means that you are good enough to get some damn well runs. Because you have to earn it in Australia. Keep this under 180 somehow we'd take it very much. Under 180 for sure. For sure. It's 69 for 1 through 7. They do have that one wicket. Is this a drinks break, is it? You're going to need 220 minimum to play poker with us. The thing is, like, we are very heavily reliant upon Travis Head, but we have such a good batting lineup. Funny how Brooks was sooking about Colombo pitch, then bro scored 100 next game. Yeah, but it's the English Duros. They always sook and whinge about everything. They sook and whinge about quite literally everything. You know? It'll be fun watching when Australia will chase. Yeah, it will be fun. It will come down to, you know, what Travis Head sets this team up. And Mitch Marsh can absolutely smack him too. It says, in Oz, boundaries are very big and in subcontinent boundaries are very short, though conditions are completely different. Yes. That is correct. So Adam Zampa, in for a bowl. He's the 10th at best on the ICC rankings for bowling. How far behind is he to Mujibur Rahman is 656. So if he has a good game here, he could go above Rahman and Nathan Ellis. It's going to end up being a single here. England cries about the pitch a lot. England cries about everything. They cry about quite literally everything. Mitch Owen should come to open? No. Why? Why would you have Mitch Owen over Travis Head and Mitch Marsh? All we need is one run from our openers and we get higher than what their opener did. 70 for 1 through 7.1. So yeah, they currently are aiming towards that 200. Mitchell Marsh gets his eye in, it's game over early. Same thing goes to Trav. If they both get their eye in, they could do it themselves. That will be a single. No, they probably will get 2 out of that. Yeah, they will get 2. Zampa's on. We'll get 1 here. Hopefully Zamster gets 1. We would definitely like to get a wicket before they get to the 100 mark. That's for sure. 72 1 through 77.2. And that's going to just be a single. No, that should be 2 runs. Good fielding. Good fielding there to stop that from going for a 4. Trap ball on show night. Trap ball on show every night. Is Mitch Marsh playing today? Yes, Mitch Owen should open today. It'll give extra option. I think they're going to go with Mitchell Marsh and Travis Head. Yeah, you just don't want to gift a wicket right now, Pakistan. You know, you're looking very solid at the moment, but you can't give them a wicket. Zampa will get 1. Well, hopefully. Well, I had seen when Oz plays matches outside Oz, there is very less Aussie crowd. What's the reason? Because cricket to us cricket to Australians, I shouldn't say us. Cricket to Australians, for the most part, is a summer sport. You know, everyone, oh, that's up in the air, that's up in the air, that's straight up in the air, should be caught, should be caught, should be caught, should be caught, it's caught, it's a wicket. I was just talking about it too. There is your wicket. There is your wicket, and 74 for 2. 74 for 2. 74 for 2 there. And Zamstagram will get it done. Then why Travis the captain if Mitch Marsh is there? Travis, do you want me to give the coach a call or something? How am I meant to know? I'm just telling you. I'm letting you know what's happening here. Lagan says, oh no, here comes Babar. Babar Azam is in. Babar Azam is in. Here's the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the moment. Here is the moment. People in Australia also love sitting in the backyard having a beer with mates watching the cricket. Yeah, sorry, I'll go back onto that conversation. So Australians will prefer to watch it on TV for starters, but they won't, like they'll travel to Vegas because Vegas is a good party for rugby league. They're not going to travel really for cricket. I would, I'd do it, but then again, I travel anyway. Most Australians see this as a time passer from the end of the NRL/AFL season, depending on where you're from. The end of the NRL/AFL season to the beginning of the NRL/AFL season. So the NRL/AFL season starts up, NRL season starts up next week with the pre-season. So, you know, Aussies are already in that mindset, and the AFL's not too far afterwards. Didn't he call it before you did, Blaze? No? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Marsh not playing today. Oh, if you're talking about Shatij when he said Zampa will get one, I think he was saying that Zampa will get one. I don't think that he was saying that he got one. And that's going to be a dot ball here. Babar is on strike. Travis says, go to sleep and woke up after Babar Azam getting out. He will score 20 runs and 30 balls. That will be very, very disappointing, to be fair. That will be very disappointing if he only got that. Honestly, when you go to the cricket, it's more vibes than people throwing beach balls or doing the shoey. It's all for good fun for a whole day of test cricket. Exactly. And that will be a dot ball. It says, why Aussies hate Marsh? I'd seen in social media they say bad things about Mitch Marsh because he's very inconsistent. Timing was questionable. Well, he's not even able to watch the game, Branton. That's why I get you. I fully understand you. But he's actually not even able to watch the game because he's asking about a link in the chat. So, yeah, unless it came up on the screen first, I don't know. Okay, obviously, you keep an eye out on it. But Jay and Shatij, they're a good rivalry going. It's a good rivalry. We've slowed their economy down to 9.25 when it was getting back above that 10, which is good. Yeah, and also that's a great point from Duraz. I mean, it's not hate, it's just criticism. People internationally don't understand how Australians operate. The way we... Oh, that's up in the air, that's up in the air. That's actually going to go for a 6. Wow, that is actually quite lucky it's gone for a 6, but it is going to be a 6 there for Salman. So it'll be 43 and there'll be 80 for 2. People internationally don't understand how Australians operate. We are not hating on Marsh. We are criticising his form or criticising what happened in the game or criticising the selection over somebody else. It's more about Australians demand success. They demand foundation to be there and they demand winning because Australia, sporting-wise, is built on winning culture. Whether that's rugby league, whether that's rugby union, whether that's cricket, whether that's anything. No matter what it is, Australia is built on success in sport. So if you don't win or you struggle, you're going to be criticised until you get better. If you don't get better, then you're just going to continuously get criticised, and justifiably so, and validly so. For any little cuck out there who says, "Oh no, you're not allowed to say that because you haven't played before, or you don't play at this level. How many runs have you got?" That doesn't mean that we haven't seen other players prior get plenty of runs. More players in general have the general consensus of players will get this. If he's well and truly under that, well, then you can criticise that based on what you've watched here. I don't need to have played it to know that. So there's a real weird brigade of people who say, you haven't played before, you don't play at this level, so, you can't talk shit. Yeah, you can. It doesn't mean that I hate the guy, but it does mean you can criticise him. But if you don't watch, like, every game, if you don't know stats and you don't, actually sit down and watch it, then that turns into hate if you're criticising. That'll be a single for Babar, so you'll be off the duck. Genuinely, personality-wise, Marsh is actually one of the more likeable and lovable personalities we have. Yeah, I've got Travis Head as number 1, but yeah, Mitchy Marsh is fantastic. Cummins is one of the greatest captains of Oz after Ponting. Ponting's greatest captain, yeah. Oh, Jay will love that comment. Jay, I didn't even see you Cummins as a vlog comment, Jay. I didn't even see that, that's funny. Next bolt, and it's going to end up being a single. Slowing that run rate down here, Cameron Green. Come on, Greenie. At least you got that 6, though. I hate those comments like how many runs or NRL games you played. Fans can criticise, call an opinion. You can criticise. The only way that comes into it is if you drop a comment saying, like, this player is shit, and then somebody says, well, how many games have you played, and then you don't reply with, like, the reasoning, or if you don't show the reasoning for why you think a player is shit, you are just hating. You are just hating. But if you give a reason to why you're criticising the player, then that is fine. Then that is when it's opinion. That'll be a dot ball. That is when it's opinion. But if you don't give a reason, it's not opinion. It is just hate. Long way of saying we're spoiled and we always want more. Correct. No level of success will ever be good enough for Australia. That is spot on. Where is Harrison these days? The lucky charm. Harrison is probably similar to Australians in a lot of ways where he only kind of cares about the Ashes. Because we were live for England the other day in the ODI. And we've got England-Sri Lanka tomorrow in the T20. Which we'll be live for. Jeez. Green nearly gets wicket, but it's going to be a wide. You can't become better without criticism. Yep. Just do your homework, Duraz, and you'll find out. Oh, no, because what him and a few others did to Justin Langer. Ah, yes, in regards to why Jay doesn't like Cummo. So Babar Azam in T20, strike rate of 134.12, 123.44. In Pakistan, average of 49.41. Outside is 36. And they will get a single from that. CB on 2. Right now, you are looking probably at around that 200 marker. Australians are practical more than emotional. That also helps. Define what you mean in the context of emotional. Define what you mean there, because I can think of two different ways to put that, and I would agree with you, and then on one side I disagree with you. So define what you're referring to in regards to emotional. We need to get more wickets. Not really, Harvey. This is T20. Like this is a road, bro. The context of this game, you are literally watching a road game. This is played on a tarmac where you can hit runs easily, and you'll find this with Australia too. That's why Pakistan definitely need over 200. That's for sure. And that's going to be a single, maybe two. No, just single. So Babar will go to 3. Adam Zampa is bowling. Australians just play the game in the toughest spirit and will not be afraid to have a crack and be physical on the field. Absolutely. If Harrison comes to the chat for England's game tomorrow, I'm going to bet my house on Sri Lanka. Dude, that game, that ODI was actually really fun to watch between England and Sri Lanka. That ODI was unbelievable. Here we were watching and we thought England guaranteed, and then next minute Sri Lanka, they got 100 runs in like 5 overs. Oh, he's really gone up at that one, but that's up in the air, that's up in the air, that's up in the air, that's up in the air. He's gone. Come on. Salmon's gone. 86 for 3. 86 for 3, and there's your wicket there, Harvey. There is your wicket. You needed a wicket. Well, Harvey, Adam Zamstagram has given you that. That's 2 wickets, and Zampa on a roll here. And he gets the big man. Not the big man of Babar Azam, but he got the big man of Salman Ali Agha. He's gone. How's that? It's gone. That's how it is. Sean says, Shitij, Harrison didn't like getting schooled by the stream. Well, I don't know. I think Harrison did enjoy it. And he does follow me on Instagram. Like, I see him in my stories. He does follow me on Instagram. I think Harrison does enjoy it. I think he really actually had fun during this during the Ashes streams. But I don't feel like he probably cares about cricket overall, because he didn't know much about cricket. He didn't know anything really. He just enjoyed the banter. So I feel like he just came for the Ashes streams, and then now he probably doesn't know anything about when England playing Sri Lanka and maybe T20 World Cup and whatnot. Maybe. That's a better way to do it, by the way, Jay. You know what I'm referring to. That's a better way to do it if you ever, yeah. Unless it gets too crazy. I think you understand what I'm referring to. Oz 1999-2009 is probably the best phase of Aussie men's. They were literally unbeatable. Well, no, they weren't literally unbeatable. England were very good back then too. It was very good. Australia and England were the dominant forces, and Australia was, unbelievable. But yeah, that was an incredible time for Australia for sure. Incredible time. But also, look at Australia now when it comes to Test cricket. I'm pretty certain, besides the WTC, we have everything. I think we've got the series victory over England. We've got the series victory. We've had that for 10 plus years. We've got the series victory in the Border Gavaskar Trophy. By the way, it's a drinks break, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. We've got the Border Gavaskar Trophy against India. We've beaten Pakistan. The last South Africa series we had in Australia, there'll be a South Africa versus Australia series later on this year in South Africa. But a couple of years ago, we played South Africa and Australia, and we won that series. We've beaten everyone in the test. Right now, our test team is super underrated. People just like to criticise it because it's not the same of the likes of your Brett Lees and your Adam Gilchrist and your Ricky Pontings and your Steve Wars and your Donald Bradmans. And, people always compare to the past. They don't look at the now. They don't actually appreciate the now in Australia. And that's what I really hate. Australians are nostalgia merchants a lot of the time and will criticise players now based off of not being Ricky Ponting or not being prime Mitchell Johnson or not being Brett Lee. These kind of guys. Andrew Simons kind of deal. Sniffy break. Yeah, sniffy break. Definitely sniffy break, Jay. Gotta love a good old herbal inhaler from Thailand sniffy break, and I do have to always mention what it is. Oh no, and I've just laughed into it. And when you you have it here and you laugh into it, your nose breathes out, pushes out air, and then it comes into your eyes. So that's why this current team is very good in Test cricket. This Australian team is also very good. Yes, I agree. Smith says, what are your thoughts on man-catting? It's in the rules, but it's questionable. I think that if you just do it immediately, like just off, you see him come out, and you just go straight away. I think that's debatable, but again, it's in the rules. If you want to play, because you'll see a lot of players threaten to do it because he's already halfway down, well, not half under the pitch, but he's already gone past the crease. So we're back underway here for the next ball, and oh my gosh, that was nearly a wicket. Oh, it's missed by all, and will be cut off. It probably is going to be 3 runs though. If you warn him, if you stop it, you show him that you're going to throw it at it, and then if he does it again, go for it. That was a wide. If he does it again after you've told him, be careful, feel free. I'll kick the stumps over. Put the ball between your toes and kick the living shit out of the stumps, is what I would say. But if you don't warn them and then you do it, it's questionable, but it's still in the rules. Money Cunt says, where are we watching the live stream for this match? I'm watching on KO, but I pay for access to KO, plus I've got my VPN on right now. And that's going to be a single. This is great from Zims. I also hate how people sleep on the Oz team. This Oz team, just because we had a whole team of legends like, hello, this Mob 1, 2023 ODI, World Cup, 2021, T20 World Cup, and the 2023 WTC final. Yeah, like it was fair. Like, I'm actually kind of, well, I'm not glad, but I also appreciate South Africa winning that WTC. They dominated Australia in that WTC last year. We'll see probably them again in the WTC final. What is it, next year? Like it's... I respect it. I absolutely respect it. It's in the rules, but not something most players do. I agree. But also, the Johnny Bairstow incident's in the rules and not something most players do. But it is something that players do. Man-catch should only be used if the non-striker is halfway down the pitch. I think if I'll slightly disagree with you. If you have warned the player to stop going out of the crease early, if you've warned him and he still does it, I think that's completely fair and justified to do it. But I don't think that you can just do it out of nowhere. I don't think you should be doing it out of nowhere. Next ball. And there'll be a dot ball. There should be a warning at least for man-catch. That's what I'm saying. I agree. There should be a warning. So 92 for 3 through 10 overs, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I don't think you should just do it randomly. And still, like, they're going out of the crease, but you notice they're going out of the crease, you see it happen, warn them, or say something to them, and then if they do it again, put it between your toes and Muay Thai kick that stump. Muay Thai kick it. I say any man-cat is fair game, but if you attempt and fail, it's a no ball. I just don't think that any man-cat should be fair game. I don't think that any man-cat should be fair game. I can understand the discussion around it's in the rules. I can understand that discussion for sure. But I don't know if I can agree with it just is fair game regardless, without any warnings or anything. Missing a man-cat would be one of the funniest things in a cricket field. Yeah, but you just claim that you did it deliberately. You just claim it was a warning. And they will get a single out of that. So Marley Beardman is bowling. He gave up 13 runs in his first over. He'll give up a single there. Dadsmate says, some people listen to rain, ocean sounds, granddad snoring, whatever when falling asleep. I'm listening to this stream. Absolute music to my ears. Dadsmate, this is why you're getting the pinned comment. That's a pinned comment if I ever did damn well see one. My goodness me, Daz. It's just spectacular comment, that. Just spectacular. I wouldn't have voted for Bill Belichick too. All right, so next bowl. I think he's saying, Jay, it should be a no ball. I think he's saying it should be. I don't think he's saying it is. I think he's saying it should be. So that'll be a dot ball. Good bowl there from Beardman. Butler showed a lot of disappointment when Ashwin man-cat him in the IPL, but that was within rules. Butler, as in Joss Butler? Are you talking about Joss Butler? Don't worry, the English create the rules and they complain about it all the time. Don't leave your crease. Hey, well, there you go. There's another example of leaving your crease early. How about England? Just don't leave their crease early. Oh, up there, somebody there. Is there somebody there? No, it's going to be a 4. That's going to be a 4 there for Babar. They finally get a good A boundary. It's been a while, really, since a boundary. Yeah, no, when it comes to the English, they're not really a part of the conversation because they will make the rules and then complain about the rules they made. And it's just another example of them not being in their crease. Just stay in your crease. If you want to cheat, do it against England. Well, it's not cheating. Why do you even say that? It's not cheating. Mancat is not cheating. And the Bairstow incident is not cheating. So it's not about cheating. Oh my gosh, he's hit that ball straight back into his stumps. Obviously not touched. Oh my gosh, that is awful from Beardman. They've given 2 runs. Beardman, that's a disgrace that he didn't run for that ball. Dredd says, I know we never get tired of their whinging, but England crying about Bairstow something when they made the rules idiots. They're still crying about it. 99 for 3. They just gave away 2 free runs there, or a free run. He smashed the ball right back into the stump, and then Beardman is just waltzing, just jogging slightly. Just jogging slightly to get back to the ball there. That's awful. Beardman, show some intent. All right, 99 for 3 through 10.4. And that is going to end up being a single. So they'll be on 100. 100 for 3 for Pakistan through 10.5. Right now they are looking around that 200 mark. In a match between Australia and Pakistan, why are the English still getting hated on? Because it's easy, Kraken. You know, it's easy, mate. It's easy. Come on. So Pakistan 50s, it took them 33 to get their first 50 in balls, and then it took them 32 to get their second 50. So it says, I've got another idea. Mixed international T20 cricket, but you can only bowl against your own gender. Yes, Mister, I think we're going to have to use our inside voices and think to ourselves for a little bit after that suggestion. Let's not hear another suggestion from you, sir. It says, Oz can chase anything they need 200 at least if they want to compete. Yes, they do. They do need at least 200 because Australia have a well and truly strong batting lineup here. Travis Head, Mitch Marsh, Cameron Green will be able to hit here. You've got Mitch Owen who can bat. You've got who else is in this team lineup? Sorry, I'm trying to remember who everyone is in the team lineup. So that's 3 for 100, 1 through 11. Okay, scorecard. Now for Australia. Yeah, they battled where Jack Edwards. Travis Head, absolutely phenomenal. Matt Short, he gets it. Cameron Green, he gets it. Matty Renshaw, he can bat big. Cooper Connolly can bat massive. Mitchell Owen can bat massive. Josh Phillip, he can bat massive. Jack Edwards can bat very solid. Xavier Bartlett can hit, but he's not great. Zampa and Malik Beardman don't expect much from. But this is a very strong batting lineup here. I want to see how Afridi bowls today. Feels like it's been a while since he's been in form. Yes, but this is in Pakistan, so you'd assume. Then again, this is in Pakistan, and it is absolutely favouring batters. The weed jar is back. No weed jar here, Dash. Just a nice little Thai herbal inhaler. Why that lefty seamer from Brisbane Heat isn't picked? He looked like a promising seamer coming through with all the seamers. Who are you talking about? That's smacked down the ground, and that will be a 4. That will be a 4 for Fakar. That'll be 105 for 3. Yeah, you must get 200 here, Pakistan. And you need Babar to go for 50, really. You do. Because this Australian lineup, they're going to enjoy this. And that's going to be just a single for Fakar. So we get to 7. Referring to Big Spencer Johnson. Big Spence. Oh, I don't know. I think you go on Xavier Bartlett over him. You obviously need to bring in Adam Zampa. You obviously do need the old Zamps. And they've gone Beardman instead. That will be a single for Babar. What's happening here? Why are they sitting like this? Why are they all sitting like that? Okay, sure. I don't know what the crowd was doing there, Brenton. You said that before you probably even saw what I was saying. Oh, that's wide as. Oh my gosh, and that's going to be a wide single. So 2 runs from that. 2 runs from that. At least he stopped it from going for 5 wides. That is an awful bowl there from Connolly. So Cooper Connolly, next bowl. And that's going to be a single for Babar for 13. At least the runs aren't flowing right now. 22 runs through 3 overs is actually pretty good here. 6, 12, 18, 7, 14, 21. So just over 7 runs an over. It's not fantastic, but it's not awful there. Cooper Connolly, you're not too unhappy with it. It did give up that 4 without that 4, though. So 110 for 3 for Pakistan. It will be Babar on strike. Why is there just someone screaming right now? You can hear someone genuinely just screaming. By the way, economies. Jack Edwards is getting on 12 runs. On economy, Beardman 10.5. Zampa 6 with 2 wickets. Green 11 economy. Xavier Bartlett with the 8. And he's coming in now. He's 1 for 8. Up in the air. But that'll just be a single. So I'm expecting a wicket in this little spell here from Xavier Bartlett. He's only bowled the 1 over, which was the opening over. I'd like to see one come through. Connolly with a T20 captain before the decade ends. I'm excited about Connolly going forward. Don't know about captain, but I'm excited about Connolly going forward. So current run rate is 182, 11 runs per over is 197, 13 is 213, and 15 runs per over is 228. I feel like right now you'd still be pretty confident in Australia, but anything can still happen. But they've only got 7 wickets now. If there was a wicket off of this over or the next over kind of deal, that'd throw Pakistan a bit out of whack because they don't bat deep. They don't bat as deep as you would like. Yeah, as a bowler for a pacer, you need to be very skillful. But Xavier Bartlett, he is. Big X, he does know how to do it. He does know how to do it. Next bowl here from Big X. Oh, swing and a miss. Oh my gosh, you need better keeping there, dude. That's a free run off of nothing. It was a great ball. Pakistan need that type of coach who can request Babar to take retirement. KJ Sports says, who do you think would be the next captain after Marsh? Well, captain right now is Travis Head. Travis Head is the captain today. He is currently the captain. It's very evenly poised, but I definitely would be still favouring the Aussies here, but it's very evenly poised. I think everything goes well. Cam Green will be Prob's T20 captain before the decade is over. You would assume so, especially with how much they love him, especially with how much they really get behind him. You would assume that Cameron Green will be the guy they go with going forward. So through 1,235 votes at the poll, we've got Pakistan 57%. We've still had, wow, that's still a good amount of Aussies that have come through to support the Aussies. I was expecting that to be, full-blown Pakistan before. That'll be a single for Babar. So off this is over. It's only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But Zave has only given up 5 because it was the one bye. It was a good bowl, but unfortunately the keeper let it go through. Yeah, Fraser McGurk was hyped as the next big thing, just didn't come on. Happens. It happens. So 115 for 3 through 12.5. Current run rate is now down to 179. The current run rate is 8.96. I don't think that's enough. They need to push this. Next bolt. And that's going to end up being a dot ball. Great over from Xavier Bartlett. Great over. No wicket, but great over. Do you see Hazelwood making it to the next Ashes home somewhere? 4 years away? Doubt it. Doubt it. Next year we've got England, and then it's like 2.5 years from then when we play the Ashes, and he's injured more often than not recently, so I'll probably have to go with no man. What is he, 34, 35? If Travis Head wasn't captain today, who would it be, do you reckon? Feel like he got it because of purely experience. Well, then it would go to Mitch Marsh. All right, so 115 for 3 through 13 overs. 7 overs to go here of the Pakistan batting, and that is going to be hit up in the air, down the ground. Oh, it's going to be a 6. It just gets over. Babar is super lucky there. It just gets over the field and Babar will get a 6. So 121 for 3. They did need something like that. A catch. He really needed that to be perfect though, and luckily for him it was perfect. It just gets over the fielder and does go for a 6. Next bowl here from Zampa. And it's going to end up being a single. Yeah, he's very disappointed with that shot. So Zampa on 7 runs given up in this over. He's given up 19. He does have those 2 wickets, though. He does have the 2 wickets. $122 for 3. If you can get Babar out pretty quickly, if you can get him out before the 15th over, you'd be thrilled. Zampa. Oh, big sweep. I think he's gone. I think he's gone. I think he's gone. Wow. Zampa's? Oh, I don't think so. Are they saying it's off bat? Are they? Oh, Mike has gone, has it? Back on and back on. Okay. Back on. 13.3 overs down. Current partnership is 36 off 27. Next bowl from Zampa. And they will get a single from it. That's a good bowling there from Zamps. 8 runs for Fakar. Oh, might have just been going down. Might have been a good call there from the ump, to be fair. But Bar's not out just yet, Slapper. Not out just yet. That was a good call from Ashon Raza, the ump. Oh, that's a sweet. He's gone. 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 I'd review this. I'd review it. I'd review that. I think he's gone. I think Babar's gone on 24. Slapper, I think you've just jinxed him. I think you've just jinxed him. They've taken the review here. Zampa is extremely confident. This could be Babar on 24. That's got to be out. I don't know why the ump hasn't called that one. Tigers fan. This is a big wicket here. This is a really, really big wicket. This is a really, really big wicket here. Zampa. And... dude, that's out for sure. That's out for sure. That is out for sure. That is out for sure. That doesn't hit the bat at all. They're going to look at the ultra edge. There's no way. And it does go nowhere near the bat. This has to be out. There's no way this is umpire's call. It can't be. That's out for sure. That's inside of the back pad. No, this has to be out. This has to be out. Got him. Middle stump. What are they doing? Like, I can't believe he's called that not out. I can't believe it. It's middle stump. It's middle stump, lads. Why are we still waiting here? Oh my gosh, he's just called that not out. Change it. I was going to say he's out. I thought that was going to be wrong. I thought I was going to lose my shit. I was going to flip the fuck out just then. I was going to flip out just then. That was middle stump, and the umpire, the third umpire just said, you can stay on field with your not out. But then he said, no, sorry, you had to change it to out. I was going to flip out, bro. That would have been one of the biggest robberies in world cricket, in world sport. That would have been the worst decision in the history of cricket. That was quite literally middle stump. And the third umpire said you can stay with your on-field call of not out. And then as he was doing it, and the on-field umpire was just laughing. He was like, "What?" Because we've just seen it go middle stump. Then he goes, "No, sorry, you changed it to not out." Mate, I would have flipped. I think I nearly would have I nearly would have canned the stream. I nearly would have gone. I would have been so livid and just known the result of this game if that had have not been out. So Slapper, you do come in, you do jinx him, and Bubba Azam goes on 24 with the next ball. Samper man of the match. Well, right now it's looking likely. Tigers fans got 3 wickets for 20 runs through 2.5 overs, and now we're into Usman. And up in the air. Oh my gosh, it was nearly a one-handed catch. We nearly just got another wicket. Oh, dude, we nearly just got another catch for Adam Zampa. Right now, he's looking man of the match here, unless obviously somebody else turns one in. Yeah, the mighty Slapper pulls out a blinder. Absolute blinder from Slapper. Slapper, don't apologise. Double down, mate. Triple down. They'll insult you before you can even think of apologising. And then they'll insult you while you're apologising, then insult you after you're apologising. Slapper, you know what we had to deal with this year with Babar and the BBL. You know. You know. So please don't apologise. Oh my gosh. Just a little bit too high. He should. Oh. If he puts both his hands up there, he gets it. So it's going to be a great over from the old Zampa. Next bolt. And it's going to go back for a single, maybe 2. It will be 2 runs. Yeah, triple down Slapper. So Jack Edwards is the one bowling. I cannot believe we're still looking. The commentators are still showing the middle stumper. I'm still perplexed that the umpire gave that not out. I'm an idiot, and I would have got that right. Look, Valitude, it didn't make any sense at all. Oh my gosh, if he had have hit the stumps there, he was gone. But it will be a single. So 14.2 overs down. 6 wickets in hand. Current run rate is 8.86. I feel like you need 200 here, Pakistan. I feel like you need 200. Bartlett's got 1 wicket, 12 runs, 2 overs. It is squeaky bum time for Pakistan because like they've still got wickets in hand, but they don't bat deep. And these singles aren't going to hurt us at all. The singles won't hurt Australia whatsoever. They won't hurt Australia. They need big runs. Strike rate at 117.23 for Usman Khan. They're just taking singles. They're waiting for that final 5 over flurry. But, you know, we're about to get to the last 5 overs. That's a swing, and that's going to be a 4. So that will be good. That will be good. So current run rate, they're going for about 180, which is just about the par. 193 is not looking too bad, Shauna. It's not looking too bad. Coconut coffee the break. No, I didn't get a coconut. I got a coconut coffee earlier today, but no, I don't have a coconut coffee on me. We'll have a bit of a stretch during the break. The run rate has just been plummeting these last couple of overs. That 4 there was huge. He's gone for a swing. Oh my gosh, he's lucky that's not out. It's going to be a 4. Usman will get 2 4s in a row. Dumb shot though, like really dumb shot. He's lucky he's not out. He's lucky he's not out, but it will go for a boundary, and they really, really needed that. 8 4s and 7 6s for Pakistan. Can't wait to see some cricket, not a dustbin being exploded. Jay was actually quite kind to you. He usually gets people with much worse shit than a dustbin getting exploded. And that will be a single. Well, Fakar is kind of wasting at the moment. Like, he's not going to be on strike. Usman's doing well. 13 for 6. Fakar is 9 from 14. Fakar is really wasting when he's there. But 15 overs down. It's 137 for 4. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. The dog having a scoot on the carpet is a good one. I'm sure you probably get a lot of people during Origin and stuff. I don't notice it, but I'm sure you probably do. After this would be Shadab, then Nawaz, Shaheen, Mirza, and Abrar. They do not bat deep. Yeah, you'd be getting all the Papua New Guineans with the Origin. The Australians can all watch literally for free on Channel 9. But you get a lot of the oh my gosh, he might be out here. He's claiming out. It's probably missing leg stump, but he's claiming out. I don't think they're going to review this. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. And they're not going to review. Is it just me, or is Test match cricket and T20 a lot better than ODI, or is that just me? I really enjoyed the ODI. ODI yesterday was really, or not yesterday, the day before was really fun between, yeah, it's going down. Yesterday was really fun between, the day before was with Sri Lanka and England. I probably would order it differently. Test is always number one, but then 50-50 between these two formats. So current run rate is 9.10 for a 182 projected score. 11 runs per over would be 191. 13 runs per over would be 201. 15 runs per over would be 210. So you're not looking too high, too much further past the 200 mark. So Australia, regardless here, unless they just whack sixes for fun right now, Australia in a very, very good position. And that single is not going to hurt Australia. You need to get more than singles right now, Pakistan. The ads are killing me, mate. The ads are killing you? What ads? Are you talking about the ads on here? Well, for people who do want to get away from that, it does also still, support me. But if you have like the membership to YouTube, I don't think you get any ads. It's completely ad free. Might head to the pub for the chase. Oh, that's going to be, again, just another single, so it's not going to hurt Australia. Bartlett bowling well here. Only a 14 runs off of 2.3. Is this pitch gripping or turning a bit? I mean, $1.90 odds for Aussies are pretty decent if this isn't turning or stopping. Yeah, I don't know why the odds are like that. Australia can chase anything 210 below. Australia can chase anything here. I don't even say higher than that. Australia could chase higher than that. It's an inexperienced lineup, but they could chase higher than that. Next bolt. And that's up in the air. That's a good shot, though. But there's going to be the boundary, and that's out. Fakar's gone. 140 for 5. Why are they $1.90? Doesn't make sense to me. 140 for 5. Fakar is gone. He wasted the strike when he was there anyway. And that is a big-time wicket there. So they're halfway down, and there's only 4.2 overs to go. They need 60 runs here, Pakistan. They need 60 runs in the last 4.2. And it's not looking likely right now. The commentator said that is a good shot while that was in the air. See, Tigers fan, that's what confused me, right? Because it did look like it was decent off of the bat, and then I heard the commentator say it, so my brain went immediately to it, because I can be kind of influenced by what the commentary says sometimes, especially when we're not at the ground whilst they're at the ground. But yeah, he was out on the boundary. It's very difficult when you do commentary like this and you're not at the game, because rugby league's quite easy because it's on a 10-metre pitch most of the time. AFL's very difficult because you don't know where the ball's going. And then cricket is very difficult for the big shots because you don't know, when it goes up in the air, you don't know if it's going to be a man on the boundary. Also, if it goes for a 4, you don't know if it's going to be a man on the boundary to stop it from going for a 4, or if there's somebody, like if there's somebody there or not. You just have no idea. It's really difficult. You have to assume they don't have an excuse. I have an excuse. That bloody time we got this fucker out, jeez. Where are Pakistan ranked in T20s compared to Australia? Pakistan are ranked number 6. Australia is ranked number 2. India is 1. Australia is 2. England is 3. New Zealand is 4. But I'm pretty certain, I don't know if New Zealand would have gone back into third after last night's victory over India, because they were dropping off. They dropped from 3rd to 4th because they'd lost those first 3. It has been updated, so New Zealand are still in 4th. They're 7 points behind England. If they could win that second game of the series, then maybe they might jump up a little bit. But yeah, it's India, Australia, England, New Zealand, South Africa, and then Pakistan is 6th. That was Cameron Green with the catch, by the way. If you're in the ground, that call is pretty diabolical, absolutely. Sana says, hi, sir, how are you? Going all right. It's an enjoyable game so far. Pakistan need a lot more runs, though. They need to set Australia a target of a minimum of 200, and Pakistan don't bat deep, so I worry about them getting to 200 now when they're 5 wickets down, and they're only at 142 with 4 overs to go. That means there's 24 balls to go with their final 5 batters. Their final 5 wickets in hand. They need to get 58 runs in 24 balls. I just don't know if they do it. Their last real chance probably is Usman with how he's been batting. But if he gets out, it could be a yikester. Because Australia will relish this. I really think they will. But cricket can be funny, and we could see it change. 220 to play poker with us. Hey, Nathan, I'm backing you. I'm backing you. Travis Head could get 220 on his own. Current run rate is 8.88. Okay, Beardman. Marley Beardman comes in. He's giving up 10.5 runs per over, and that's just going to be a single, so not a bad ball. Singles aren't going to hurt him. 143 for 5. Par score we were looking at beforehand was 180, 190. And then we started to look at the pitch. We started to look at how it was operating. We were thinking maybe 210. And now it's not looking too hungy. It's not looking too hungy. And we'll see probably Xavier Bartlett. What has he got? He's still got 2 more overs, I think. So we'll probably see Bartlett bowl the next and then the last. I don't know who'll get the 19th. Marley Beardman next bolt. And that's going to be a dot ball. If Trav plays the way he's been, it will be over in 12 overs. Not arguing it. Nathan L's playing? No, Nathan L's not playing. This is an inexperienced team to what we will play in the T20 World Cup. You will see a much different team in the T20 World Cup. Dude, that chick who was just on screen must think she's red hot or something, because she was like full on in that screen, just then giving one of those model poses. She must think she's red hot. The confidence there. At least she's damn well confident. So next ball here from Beardman. And that is going to be shot out the back for a single. Nicely fielded. Harshit says, how's about Muhammad Rizwan? Oh, yes, is a 2. I don't even know what you're saying. I know who Muhammad Rizwan is, but what are you actually saying? 170 if they're lucky, I reckon. Only 26 runs. 26 runs. Well, to be fair, these guys aren't big batters. I think you don't get it. No, I don't get it. No, I don't. That's why I said, what are you saying? And that will go for another single. Oh, yep, it just will be a single. You need more than this, lads. It's a popular meme. Maybe it's a popular meme in your part of the world, bro, because I guarantee you that pretty much no Australians will know what you're talking about. No Australians or English or Kiwis or anyone will know it. It must be a really localized Indian, Pakistani meme thing. So current run rate is 174. 10 runs per over will be 178. 12 runs per over is 185. They're not doing that. And 14 runs per over is 192. They're not getting 200. They're not doing it. 14 runs per over is 192. They're not doing it. That's going to be a dot ball. There's no way. There's just no way. There's just no way. Okay, you don't aware of that. Well, let us know. Explain it to us, Hushit. Explain it to us. What's the reference? So Usman's at 17 from 11. Nawaz is on 2 from 4. Shati, surely the odds aren't still at $1.90 for Australia. Surely not. And that's going to be a single. So Nawaz at 3, at 146 for 5. 3 overs to go here, 18 balls to go. Shatish says there is a meme where Rizwan calls his partner for a second run by calling yes is a 2. Yes is a 2. Okay, like I get that's broken English, but like that is that really that like big thing? Is that a big thing? From an English speaker, I don't know if many Australians or anyone would think that that's too bad. Like, yes, it's a 2. Yeah, I don't think that's a. You can tell it's broken English, but it's still English. Good over from Bidman. Yeah, great over. Great over. So Zampa, 3 for 21. He's been the star of the show for the Aussie bowlers. Current run rate's 8.59. Pakistan should be targeting 180. Pakistan should be targeting 200. 180 is not going to be enough here, Sana. 180 shouldn't be enough. This is definitely batter friendly. We've seen that. And that's going to be a single. They need more than 180 to win this game. This is a batting lineup for Australia. This is a batting dominated lineup. The bowlers have done well enough here to keep Pakistan right now to under 150 with 2.5 overs to go. They need more. Indians just need a reason to mock Pakistanis. Okay, yeah. Look, I get it. That's why I say it's a localized meme. Australians won't find it funny, or English won't find it funny, because we'll be like, okay, well, I understand what he's saying. It's broken English, but I understand what he's saying. Yeah, $1.63. I still think that's a bit too. Oh, it makes sense. It makes sense. That's going to end up being a dot ball, dude. But again, I guess if your English isn't your first language, and you hear that, maybe you do think that's really bad broken English. But from an English speaker who deals a lot with people who speak broken English, I'm in Vietnam right now. Last year I was in Thailand. I was in India last year. That's going to be a single. I deal with broken English my whole life with where I travel, so I don't find that bad. Oh, here we go. That isn't nice. He's taking the piss out of you, saying it's not nice to mock Pakistanis, Shatish. 2.5 overs to go, 148 for 5. So do you think Kohli could score 101 centuries and break Sachin's record? Yes, I do. Does that mean I think that Kohli's a better player than Sachin? No. No. Stop it, God, stop it. I know what you're doing. Stop it. Stop it. Dominic Wolf says, wicket coming. Wouldn't surprise me, man. 2.2 overs to go. They're going to need to get some big runs, because 149 is nowhere close to good enough here. And that's up in the air, and that's up in the air. That is up in the air, and that is gone, baby. Got him. Got him. 149 for 6. 149 for 6. Choo-choo. Here we go. Malik. Why do you bracket everything? This isn't India. This is Pakistan, baby. Okay. In the first 10 overs, it looked like we were playing well, really well. Then I don't know where Babar came from, man. This should have been an easy chase. Okay, well, for starters, this isn't a chase, Malik. They're opening the batting. This is the first innings. Australia are the ones chasing. This is not looking good right now for Pakistan. Yeah, 149 for 6 with 2.1 overs to go. You needed 200 for mine. You needed 200. This is a batting lineup for Australia. They've got Travis Head, big bopper. They've got Mitch Marsh, big bopper. Cameron Green's going to know how to hit here. He just got signed for big dollars by the Kolkata Knight Riders in T20. So, we're going to see him crack on here, which I would assume. There's guys like Connolly who can absolutely bat. He can smack him. You got Mitchell Owen who can smack him. This is a strong batting lineup here, so I do worry when they're at 149 and they do need to go big. And Usman goes there, who was probably their last prolific. They don't bat deep here, so they're in trouble. They're in trouble. They did look. The thing is, though, is that they looked strong after the first ball. There was the first wicket off the first ball, and then oh my gosh, I think he might. No, it's fine. I'm South African. What do you think of our team? When it comes to tests, I love your team. I'm looking forward. We'll be live, Dominic, for the Australia vs South Africa Test Series later on this year in South Africa. That'll be interesting. I'm really looking forward to that, because Australians, we love our tests mostly. In regards to T20, I haven't been able to watch you guys against the West Indies, which is the last couple of days. I think you guys might be playing tonight. Is it tonight? Can someone clarify? I think South Africa play the West Indies tonight. I think there's a break here. We're just having a quick little stop. Shadab is having a chat to one of his trainers. Look, I don't know how South Africa is shaping up going into the T20 World Cup. I'm going to have a look. South Africa cricket. Because I know that you are ranked number 5. Today against the West Indies. You do. You play later on today. I think you should go pretty well in this T20 World Cup. You did win by 9 wickets against the West Indies in that first game with 2.1 overs to go. You only had 1 wicket and you absolutely slapped them. Wowee. I don't know how to pronounce this, bro, but Juandre Pretorius, 44. Then we saw Aiden Markram with 86 and Ryan Rickleton with 40. You didn't even have to see guys like Dewald Brevis and Ruben Herman. Yeah, look, you're decent. I still think Australia versus India is the final, but I do think South Africa is still pretty good. Your biggest format, though, is Test cricket for mine. South Africa were good back in the day. South Africa are good, Jay. They are very good. They're actually back. Maybe not to the same level they once were. Maybe not to the same level, but they are back. They beat us in the WTC. With that being said, though, we did slap them 3-0 in a series win back in Australia a couple of years back. It's going to be so good to watch us play against South Africa in about 8 months' time, I think it is. No, August, maybe. That is a big shot for a 6. They needed that one from Nawaz. They needed that one. So with 10 balls to go, it's 155 for 6. They need a few more of those 6s. They need a few more of those bad boys. Jonty Rhodes, unbelievable. Dearly wish Afghanistan to play this T20 World Cup final. What are you smoking? I'm looking forward to seeing Afghanistan play, but what are you smoking? To play the T20 World Cup final? So you don't believe? I'll ask everyone here. What is your predictions for the T20 World Cup final? Who are you taking out then, Shatish? You taking out India or taking out Australia? I feel like you're going to have to take out India. Is that what we're doing here? Oh my gosh, that was an awful shot selection from Nawaz, but it's going to be a dot ball because he misses it. And he's just hit the ground in anger. Afghanistan's such a random shout. Australia vs India, that's what I've got, KJH. Could you imagine if Travis Head goes and wins the T20 World Cup final against India in India for the T20? That's their bread and butter. Guys, this format is India's bread and butter. The ODI, they're still mourning the loss in Ahmedabad. They're still mourning it. It's only going to be a single here. They're still mourning the loss of it. But ODI isn't their biggest. They actually care probably more about Test than ODI. ODI is probably third in their rankings. So but that's how much they cared about losing that ODI World Cup final. If they lose the T20 World Cup final in Ahmedabad to Australia, I'm telling you, they're calling for war against our country. India will say, you know what, we've had just about enough. We are going to war with Australia. They will go to war with Australia for sure. Chris says England versus Oz, obviously. Well, we'll see how England go tomorrow night. We'll be live as England take on Sri Lanka in the T20. That would be just the most insane seasons if we did that. And they will get a single, so it's 157 for 6. This is nowhere near good enough, bro. There's only 7 balls left. You need 7 sixes here. There'd be a lot of funerals in India if you did that. There would be. I hate saying this, but it's reality. I really do hate that part of the game, how people care too much about. Like, I'm so passionate about sport. You guys know I'm here every single day covering sport, and I'm so passionate and love sport. But you know, suicide rates around the world based off of a sport result is the most diabolically stupid thing I've ever heard in my life. You know, it's just stupid. So Nawaz on 12 from 11. 157 for 6 from 18.5. And Bartlett is bowling. Dot ball. It's wide. 1 boundary in the last 3 overs in the most prime time part of the game. India best T20, I think, but ODI give it to Oz. Well, India lost last night by 50 runs to New Zealand in the T20. They won the first 3 games really dominantly and really well, but last night they did fall apart and they did lose to New Zealand. They did. Zambia get 3 or 4. He got 3, I think. I think he got 3. You'd be able to see it over here. If you it has the wicket takers. 1, Sayyid Ayub. 2, Salman Ali Agha. 3, Babar Azam. No, 4. No, you're right, Jay. Yeah, it was Khan. Damn, I didn't even see that 4th. I didn't even think that 4th wicket. I just celebrated the wicket. So that'll be a 1. So 159 for 6 with 1 over to go. Blake, remember I read a story where a man bet his whole life savings on India to beat Australia in the World Cup final. And then when they lost, he took his life away jumping off his balcony. Sad, man. It's very sad. Look, it's comical in regards to the bet of the World Cup final because we obviously know how that ended up. But Africa has a problem with this. Suicide is a serious problem in sport with males watching Man United and Premier League and football. And I think the same issue we have in India with cricket and whatnot. Coming from somebody who is as passionate and loves sport and is so diehard sport, you know, the game is nowhere near, for anybody ever think about that, the game is nowhere near worth enough to take your own life because of a single individual result. Next bowl. Oh my goodness me, it's a good bowl, but it's going to be a single, maybe two. Just a single. 160 for 6. Harshit says, so do you think Kohli made the right decision by retiring from Test cricket? Absolutely. You could see in the Border Gavaskar Trophy last year that he was getting done easily. He got done easily by the Aussies in that Border Gavaskar Trophy. It was time. You know, you can't beat Father Time, mate. You just can't. You cannot beat Father Time. It was his time. India against Australia don't love pressure. They are scared. Yeah, India versus Australia, they think too heavily into the moment for mine. So 5 more balls to go here for the Pakistani innings. Oh, it's a dot ball. It's a beautiful ball from Beardman. He's bowled really well here, man. 26 runs. He hasn't got a wicket, but 26 runs for 3.2. Really well. Surely the odds for Australia right now would probably be around that $1.30 kind of mark. 140 mark, because this is really low. This is really low. We can see Kohli retiring from Tests. Has allowed him to focus on his best format in ODIs and look at his form since. Dude, his form in the ODIs has been unbelievable besides that second ODI against New Zealand. That's up in the air. That's up in the air. That's up in the air. He's gone. Shadab is gone. On 1. It's 160 for 7. Yeah, $1.37 odds now. Yep. Shadabi is gone on 1. Why was that comment removed? In regards to Kohli. Deserved a wicket. Beardman definitely did, and he gets his wicket. Definitely did. Zampa, if Australia win, probably goes on to win the man of the match, unless you see someone get over 100. If you see 100 scored, you'll probably see them get it. But Zampa right now is absolutely on target for man of the match. So 160 for 7. Don't forget, in 3 balls time, I'm going to have a bit of a stretch. Go to the bathroom for 5-10 minutes or so before we get back for the second innings. And don't forget, tomorrow we will be live for England versus Sri Lanka in the T20I. Twice enough. Okay, fair enough, Joe. I didn't see the other ones. Shatish says, man drank till the morning. Just try to forget what happened that night. Oh, in regards to the World Cup, still trying to waking up next day was the most difficult thing. I've gone through that before, man. I've gone through that many a time with my teams. Not to the same level of that, though, because I know that's a good shot. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. No, it's not. He's out. He's out. Beardman's deserved these 2 wickets. This has been a really, really good innings bowling-wise from Marley Beardman. Young lad. He just got his first wicket in T20 international cricket, and that's his second. Promising talent here, Marley Beardman. Very promising. Happy Bloody Mary. I'll give you context for Jay's comment there. When I was in Udaipur last year, I was with an Italian friend of mine and a couple of our friends who were out having some drinks and some good food at a place in Udaipur, and the Bloody Mary that I was given, because I ordered it, was brown. Now, if you don't know what a Bloody Mary is, it's absolutely just red, and it's beautiful. It's because it's tomato, like there's tomato in it. It's a beautiful drink, but it was brown. It was the worst thing I've ever had in my entire life. The worst thing ever in my entire life. Something's an easy chase here. It should be slapper. It should be with our batting lineup, especially with a guy like Travis Head and Mitchy Marsh on a show. Especially Travis Head, and especially him as captain. He loves the subcontinent. But also, I'm not going to, shoot my shot too early. I was going to say a different version of that just then, but I'm glad I changed it up. 19.4 overs down. It's 160 for 8. Beardman on a hat trick right now. He's on a hat trick and oh, it's going to be a 4. He's just edged it for a boundary. I thought that was going to go up for a wicket catch there. Shubham says, once a Katora, always Katora. What's Katora? Once a Katora, always... I don't even know what Katora means. Yeah, not Brown Mary, yeah. Yeah, hence the name Bloody Mary. But you know, I hate saying that name because of the superstition value of it. I hate it. I watched it in the... Oh, it's a free hit here for... Oh, this is a saviour for Pakistan. Katora means bowl. Once a bowl, always bowl. Well, fair enough. I don't really understand it still, but fair enough that Katora means bowl. This is a free hit here, and it's going to end up being a double. Oh no, they'll get a single out of it. Missed the ball completely. So that free hit didn't even turn into anything. It'll be one by. One more ball to go here. Ah shit, you don't want to go down this path. Ah shit, you don't want to go down this path. I just want to throw this out there. I'm going to give you a fair call here. You don't want to go down this path, my man. Katora means bowl, which a beggar uses to beg. He is referring that to the Pakistan's economy. Oh, okay. There's a wide there from Beardman, so 167 for 8. If that's what he's referring to, thank you for explaining that. Is that what you're referring to, Shabam? One more ball to go here. 2 wickets from the over, but that's... Why do they keep doing this? Why are they all... Don't encourage him, Jay. Why do they keep doing this? The crowd keeps sitting like this. I don't get it. Next bowling from Beardman, final ball, and that will end up being a single. So 168 for 8 is the final score for the Pakistanis. Oh, it doesn't look good enough, man. Par, we were looking at 180, 190 before the game started. Then we were talking 210, 220, and now they're at 168 for 8. It just isn't fantastic. But, you know, things can change. Run rate ended up being 6.20, which just isn't good. In the last 30 balls, 6.20 is what I should say there, and 31 runs and 4 wickets in the most important part of the game. So, yeah, very interesting. Shubham says, India called their one and only child Pakistan with Love Katora as a nickname. Okay. Maybe they're on day release from jail and have to keep their hands up. Yeah, well, they do this and then they do this. I don't get it. Always, unless this pitch changes, should be an easy chase. It should be. Unless the pitch changes, if things, you know, go out of whack, then, look, anything can happen still. Anything can happen. We all know how sport can operate. Oh, no, hardship. No. Oh, no. So I think Australia is a great team, but it's not less competent. Come on. Australia's the greatest team of all time. Argue me. Debate me. Well, you can debate me after I go to the bathroom and have a quick little stretch here in the innings break. So, and then I'll reply to you about how we've got the most trophies in cricket for a country of 26 million who don't actually necessarily care about cricket. I care about cricket, not necessarily our country. But I'll leave it with you. I'll be back in about 5 minutes' time, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Good luck. All right, let's get back underway. We're not quite back just yet. It's still the innings break. But if you're Australia, you'd be pretty confident right now. You'd be pretty confident. Obviously, that was the biggest wicket of them all. That should have told us a lot. These two guys, these two, Saim Ayub and Salman Ali Aga were kind of the only ones who did anything really. You know, Bubba with 24, you wouldn't be too happy with overall. But that big wicket first up, where we got Sahib Zada Farhan off the literal first ball of the T20, set up the precedent for what we were going to see. And from there, Australia just were able to put the sword to the Pakistani batters who don't bat deep, whilst Australia, let's go through their team lineup right now to tell you exactly what you're about to see the show. That is hopefully put on. Again, it can change. This is still Pakistani conditions. They should know how to bowl here in their own conditions. But the batting lineup for Australia: Travis Head, belter, most informed batter in the world at the moment when it comes to Test cricket, and in T20I rankings for the batting, Travis Head is situated. Wow, Travis Head's actually situated at 8th, so that should be improving. Well, if he has a great series here, he'll improve over Surya Kumar Yadav. I don't think he can get above Patham Nisanka from Sri Lanka, but if he has 3 big games, then sure. Then there's Sahib Zada Farhan, who we got out with the very first ball. That's why that was so big. Josh Butler in 4th, which is crazy to me. Then Tilak Varma from India is 3rd. And England, Phil Salt is 2nd, and then Abhishek Sharma is in 1st. Sharma has had a really weird series. He's been so good, and then had some real rough ones too. So good, and had some really, really rough ones in this New Zealand series. But Travis Head, he is ranked number 8. Mitchell Marsh is ranked number 9, and that is the 2 openers here for Australia. Chris Henry says, at halftime we were given mystery punch. We were a countryside team, so it was not too serious. We were all a bit crap. Better in the second half, though. What are you talking about? What are we talking about here? Harshit says, so which team is favourite in this T20 World Cup? I would say it's probably just India, but I wouldn't say Australia is too far behind. You know, it depends on how they go in this series here against Pakistan, but realistically speaking, India is number 1 ranked. Australia is number 2 ranked. India have played a pretty full-strength lineup against New Zealand, whilst Australia are not playing a full-strength lineup here against the Pakistanis. You know, we'll have some big boppers that'll come back in. So, you know, it's really toss and turn between the two. You've got to remember, India is first ranked in the world in T20 with 272 rating through 75 matches. Well, Australia's had 42 matches and have a 267 ranking. So with 33 less matches, 33 less matches, Australia is only 5 rating points below India when it comes to T20I. So it's not as clear-cut as I feel like you would like to believe. It's not as clear-cut. I fancy Australia as an Australian. You fancy India as an Indian. I would like to hear neutral perspectives, but I do think neutral perspectives will lean towards India based on it being at home. But this is a very good Australian lineup coming into this T20 World Cup. Very good. Constipation, boy. That's a sign for sponsor Blaze. Some mattress on which you can relax on. No, nice bed here in Vietnam. A nice bed. Difference between you and us, we don't shit. Okay. No, we're not going down this path. We're not doing this. Oh, no. Yeah, I know you are constipated. Oh, no. But, Harshit, I don't think you disagree with what I just said. I don't think you can disagree with what I just said. I gave you your credit and respect in regards to India, but I will also stand by and double down on the fact that Australia are not far behind, and you could argue are actually in a better place right now, but just have played a significant amount of less games. I'm hoping the game finishes at 2 a.m. here. That's where my next shift to feed the young fella is. So what time's the few New South Wales? 8:48, 9:48, 10:48, 11:48. It'll probably finish more so around 1:30-ish. Yeah, probably it'll finish before 2. It'll finish before 2 a.m. your time. Nice. Stuff it. Harsh should get into him, mate. You know, get into him. Don't have it. This channel is all about banter and sledging to have a bit of a laugh, mate. So don't take it seriously what they're saying, but also you need to reply to what they're saying, otherwise they'll just go to town on you, one by one. But obviously, guys, I will really point out, though, keep the banter and sledging respectful. Don't go down really, paths that we all know you can't go down. But also slap each other. Slap each other, but just keep within range. Keep within a Travis Head 6. Jay. Look fair, People are free to be themselves. So average of 29.20 for Travis Head, but again, in Pakistan, I feel like he should be good. It would really concern me if he got out early. It would really concern me if he got out early, especially as the captain. He needs to go big here. So they are stupid assholes. I don't even care. I do love, though, Pakistanis call me sir. Have you noticed? I always get called sir. It's actually a really respectful thing from them. It is actually really. I don't know if they know if. Maybe it is, maybe they do know, but it's at least Pakistanis are more respectful on that terms than you Aussies. I get called sir every single comment. Sana calls me sir. Malik calls me sir. Harshit calls me sir. I don't know why I just called him Pakistani, but like I guess the subcontinent in general. Okay, here we go. I'll update the scorecard after the first ball. Let's see how this goes down. Australia chasing a pretty low total, and they will get off to a single. Often started was short, Matty Short. All right, let's change this up. Let's go to the Australian lineup. There we go. So Matt Short will get the first run of the day off the first ball. He's already got more than what their opener got. Already got more. Okay, so Australia need 169 runs from 120 balls. Made that 168 runs from 119 balls. Travis Head on strike. Carl says, Jay, be nice. Carl, I'm always nice. I'd like to ask a lot of the hidden people on this channel if they would agree with that, Jay. Oh, Travis Head. He has just slapped that for a 4, and that is an ominous sign. That is an ominous sign. Cooper Connolly will get a 50. Smithstar, do you have Cooper Connolly's jocks in your room? Like, do you keep him? Do you keep him and sniff him at night? Like, what's this obsession with Cooper Connolly? I love Cooper Connolly. I do, but, I just realised because he's from Perth. I just realised he's from Perth. That's why. Now I get it. Heady on a roll early. Yeah, we love a nice little 4 there from Travis Head to get us underway. 5 runs for the first 2 balls. Just a fan. No, Smithster. You got a shrine. Oof. Swung at that, missed it. Lurkers are free to speak. Well, unfortunately they're not because most of them will be in. Harshit says, Sean, no one is talking to you. That's not my fault. You were constipated. Go to the doctor. You going to take that, Shauna? You going to take that? Carl, you going to be here tomorrow night? England versus Sri Lanka in the T20? Did you come by for the ODI the other day? But we've got the T20 between England and Sri Lanka tomorrow before we have the second game of the Pakistan-Australia game in 2 days' time. Okay, Shaheen Afridi, next bowl. And Travis Head will whack that one down to the boundary just for a singles. He'll be on 5 runs. I don't think it's a surprise for the say. I do think Travis Head will top score the innings here. And I think the highest Pakistan got was, 46? Well, no, it was 40 for saying, I would back a heady fitty in. Oh my gosh, it would be a sexy fitty if he did, but... Okay, mate, thank you. Okay, nice to talk to you. Thank you too. There's 2 very different contexts from both those commenters of the thank you. Okay, next ball from Afridi, the 5th ball. Oh my gosh. Very lucky, Matt Short. Very lucky. I'm not too confident. So it is Matt Short opening, so that means that Mitch Marsh probably comes in. Oh, Mitch Marsh isn't playing here today. Marshy isn't playing. Sorry, that's my bad. I kept saying Marsh, but no, Marsh isn't playing. Yeah, Travis Head is the real experience here. Cameron Green should be experienced too. Yeah, I did pop over for a bit. Overton, great bowling spell. Overton was very good, Carl. Very good. He got 2 wickets. It was very much, oh, that's going to nick on down for a 4 from Matt Short, and he'll get to 5 runs. So 10 runs off the first over there from Shaheen Afridi, and he's back to his Brisbane Heat form. The Brisbane Heat on fire. Yeah, no, Carl, it's not surprising that you were here for the Jamie Overton spell. Very much Bryden Cast-like. Got a couple of wickets, but gave up about 50 million runs. If anyone wants to watch this match, the Pakistani broadcasters are streaming this match live on YouTube. Kraken, can we not suggest that? Can we not suggest people to go and tune out of this stream? Scoring rate and power play in T20I is Australia second at 10.33, England at first at 10.56, India third with 9.92, and Ireland at 8.91. Cause I like Harshit. He seems nice. Everyone is talking about this guy. Must be popular. Yeah, I like Harshit Rana. No, he's a very good bowler, Carl. I like Harshit Rana for India. It's our host's brother. Okay, Saeem on for a bit of spin bowl. And Travis Head has said, hey, listen, you give me spin and I'm going to send you back into Neverland. I'm going to send you to say hello to Peter Pan. That is a 6 from Travis Head, and he has sent that one out of the stadium. Goodbye. Comes down the track and says, get that shit out of my face. Travis Head with a 6. Duraz is Aussie, but a questionable Aussie at times, Shatish. A questionable Aussie at times, but he is Aussie. I think Duraz is also part. Oh, I'm not going to go to the next part, but I think maybe part of it. Yeah. I think I've had this conversation before, though. Still a long way to go in this game, but this is a very ominous start here for Australia. And Travis Head is going to open up on that, and it's going to end up being a double. Born here in Grenada, Australia, mum is from Fiji and dad, Bangladesh. Thank you, Duraz. There you go. I knew you were. There was somewhere over there. I knew it was somewhere. And Travis Head will knock that one through. Probably for a 4. Probably for a 4. Probably for a 4. Come on, Travie. Come on, Travie. Good man. Good man. Travis says, Blaze, I'm sorry. You should be sorry for tipping Pakistan, you fake Aussie, you. We love you, but you're a fake Aussie right now for today. Looks like egg on my face at the moment. Yeah, and you're going to cop it. if it continues. Again, sport can change. If it continues, you're going to cop it. I just want to clarify here because I want them to go at you too. Duraz tipped Pakistan before this game. That's why I said he's a questionable Aussie. Trav's your dad. Get him in, Travie. He'd be a walk-up star for the Bangladesh 7 squad. Yeah, get him in. I'd back him in. I'd back Duraz in for the Bangladesh 7s. Oh my gosh, that was risky. It's going to end up getting a single here for Travis Head. Wowee. Let the celebrations go, mate. Love how you celebrate. Yeah, like, the World Cup be a lot more crazy, but with that being said, you get my honest reaction, man. You get my honest reaction. But the passion will always be at its utmost peak against the English when it comes to the Ashes, but also when it comes to any game against the English in any sport. Play us in badminton and I'll still get up and at them. We'd beat you at badminton. I reckon we'd slap you at badminton. I reckon we'd slap England badminton. Oh my gosh, Matt Short's been bowled on 5. I don't know what he's doing. Is he taking the piss? Is he talking shit to Matt Short? Like, he was going for a big swing. And that's the first wicket. Well, they needed a wicket, and Matt Short is gone on 5, so 21 for 1. He was just going for a 6 there. He was just going for a really big shot and just missed it and hits middle stump. A surprise Pakistan decided to bat first instead of field. No, this is a stadium usually the team who bats first wins, but they usually get more so around the 180, 190. They do get high scores here. Pakistan are awful chasing. They are. I think they would have been done very quickly if they were chasing, and Australia would have set up a big total. Do you think in cricket captaincy made a huge difference if you had a great leader, then even with weak team you can do and achieve great things? Captaincy is very important. Look at Ricky Ponting. What about the Darcy short? Yeah, I don't know, Jay. I don't know. He was kind of coming through. Here we go. Cameron Green, you need to turn up here. We need to see. Cam Green's usually pretty good in T20, Brenton, just not Test. So this is why he was picked up by the Kolkata Knight Riders. But I'm still nervous whenever I see him. If Green does not perform in this series, Kolkata Knight Riders is cooked. Probably cooked anyway. But he is much better in the old T20 than the Test. And Cameron Green will just settle in with a dot ball there. Good fielding there. And that'll be the end of the over. So 21 runs the first 2 overs with the 1 wicket. They had a wicket in the first ball. That was our first wicket after 21 runs. Australia's still pretty confident. Jackson Harry Green. Look, I don't think he's going to be Harry Green in this game. But Travis Head needs to be just the staple here. The absolute staple. Again, though, with that being said, Matty Renshaw can bat, Cooper Connolly can bat, Mitchell Owen can bat, Josh Phillippe can bat, Jack Edwards can bat, and Zave can hold his own. Still wonder why Smudge went unsold in the IPL auction. Yeah, that is interesting. That is interesting. He killed in the BBL. He's not going to be playing... I don't believe he's playing in the T20 World Cup. Every top team is playing aggressive cricket nowadays, except fewer teams in T20. Well, because you kind of have to. Jack, I said, if you play anything like Harry, you're well and truly on. Well, we see one good game from Harry Brook, and now we've got Jacko getting the circle jerk out. We see one good game, and now we've got the circle jerk book. Travis Head. Oh my gosh, that was... Don't get run out, Travis Head. Please, don't get run out. Cam Brook played well. Cam Brook played well the other day. Harry Green might be on form today. Yeah, Brook was unbelievable the other day. Harshit says, bro, I watch India. Well, we were live for India's game yesterday. We were live for it. Wasn't a great game for India, but we were live for it. We'll be live for the next India. Oh, no. The next India game, I think, happens... Is it tomorrow or on Saturday? I can't remember, but the next India game, I'm doing another game, whether it's England, Sri Lanka, or if it's Australia versus Pakistan too. Yeah, I thought you shot that back onto the stump as well. Men nearly got run out, Brenton. Okay, next ball. Oh, Travis Head sent that for 6. Get that shit out of my face. Come on, you son of a bitch. Go, you good thing. Go, you good thing, Travie. Come on. Travie Head with a 6. And that is 22 runs. He has sent that one. He gets you going, doesn't he? And he's the reason I have the Mo. He's literally the reason this Mo is still alive. If it wasn't for Travis Head, the Mo would be gone, son. But the Mo is still flying. When the Mo gets going, you just can't stop the Mo. 27 for 1 through 2.2. Smith needs to watch Burnout playing all formats of the game. Yeah? Yeah, but the T20 World Cup, I would have loved to have seen him in it. Go on, Merv, Mo. Travis Head. He's my Mo. Oh, swing and a miss. If that was on stump, he was gone. If that was bowled on stump, that was gone. 27 for 1 right now through 2.3. So how much are they still chasing? So what they need, they've got 148 and 107. 148 and 107. It's only been... It's a run rate is 8.3. And that'll be chopped just for a single. This was where the Pakistanis did their best work. But again, I need to really reiterate that if one of these guys was to get out, there's still plenty of batters here for Australia comparatively. Oh, scoreboard stuck, is it, Jacko? Oh my gosh, yeah. Probably change after this is sent. I think Jacko's just off his rocker. He's had a bit too much to drink, or maybe he's having a nice little comb with Shauno. You never know. You never know. 142 runs from 105 balls. Yep. No, don't say yep. Knew it, Jacko. You It's just Muppetry. It really is. It's a Harry Green moment. If I ever did see one, you are Harry Green right now. But Cam Green, he is going to nearly get run out. He nearly just got run out. Against India, Trav had a best record. Travis is unbelievable against everybody. Look at his record against England in the Ashes. Smith says, if you were administered truth serum, would you rate the New Zealand T20 squad ahead of Australia? No, I wouldn't. ODI-wise, yes. But in regards to T20, no, I wouldn't. Because I give Australia a genuine chance with India. A genuine chance. Again, this isn't the full-strength Australian squad right now. Reminder. That's a big swing, big miss there from Green. Was going for a 6. This isn't the full-strength team, so this isn't a great look into it. But New Zealand did lose 3-0 to India. And then these last 2 games are now bonuses. And it's now 3-1. But again, when the going was tough, New Zealand got whooped 3 games in a row. When the going was easier because there was nothing to really play for besides pride, they won by 50 runs. So, no, you'll get the same answer. Would you disagree with me? If you do, please let me know. There's a reason why New Zealand are 4th and Australia are in 2nd. Pakistan at this stage were 26 for 1. But they'll probably win this early portion, but they slow down massively after they get that next wicket. So Travis head on strike, and it'll be a dot ball. It was a hard one to swing at. Flip the bucket challenge. Oh, if you flip the bucket on your head, geez, this guy's going nutso on camera. This guy's going nutso. Someone settle him down. His blood pressure will be through the roof. Oh no, Travis. Oh no, Travis. And Travis is gone. Travis is gone 23. Oh, well, the game's actually back on here. The game's actually back on. Travis Head has just gone for 23. Travis Head has just gone for 23. He was just going for one too many. Yeah, we've just given 2 wickets. That is not good there from Travis Head. That is just not good. He wanted a big 6 there, but there just wasn't. Oh, Jesus, I just bit my tongue. It just wasn't on. Yeah, and he just drops his bat there because he knows it was gone. Yeah, that's brought the game back on there. So 3.2 overs in, and it's 28 for 2. That was just a gifted wicket for sure. It was. It was just a gifted wicket. New Zealand won because India was experimenting under GG. This was the first time ever across all formats, Test, ODI, T20, that they ever played with 4 proper bowlers and lesser batsmen. Mitchell Marsh owns Puck. Well, Puck, he's not playing it today. So Renshaw is in. Renshaw is in alongside Green. Renshaw is in alongside Green. We're going to need you guys to turn up here, lads. We're going to need you to turn up. You know, they've disrespected the bowling because there's the 2 wickets have come from them just going for big 6s. Next bowl, and that will be a dot ball. But this is where Pakistan. This is where they did well in this period, but they slow down massively afterwards. Pakistan now favourites is crazy. I find that's ridiculous. That's a single there for Renshaw. Need a partnership from Oz to recover from here, but they will go aggressive as it's power play. 29 for 2. This Ayub guy was world number 1 T20 all-round in the ICC rankings. There you go. New Zealand won because they played bloody good cricket, finally. They did play good cricket last night. They did. Next bowl. Oh, Cameron Green. That's got the distance for sure. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I hate listening to the commentary. I just repeated what the commentary said. That's got the distance for sure. It was nowhere near the 6. It looked like it was going to have the distance, but it just drops. It just dropped. I don't know why the bookmakers would be favouring Pakistan highly. Like, there's still plenty of option here for Australia. There's still plenty to go. Well, the first bowl from Same was great, the first wicket, but that second wicket was just Travis Head giving away his wicket there. Oh, that's going to go for 4. That's going to go. Oh, no, it's not. There's going to be a man in the boundary out there, so it should be. I think it's just the 2 runs. There's 0 chances Australia's losing today. I'm pretty confident Australia still win this game, but it is very frustrating to see Travis Head go there. Yeah, the commentary was way off there. You could tell from the pitch upwards, yeah. New Zealand played really well in last game, but we batted really poorly in bowling, and fielding was ridiculous. Yeah, you got to be pretty good at batting and bowling and fielding. Yeah, you definitely want to be better at that than what we saw last night. Well, at least we got a game here. Because 169 should have been easy. Travis Head shouldn't have been getting out there. Catches win matches. England know all about that. 136 off 96 balls. That's not a problem. The runs aren't the problem. Next ball. And that will end up being a dot ball. Last night they weren't competitive as they should. Oh, that's a wide. That's a wide, so we'll take that. 135 off 96. The commentary's actually been quite off in a few today, Brenton. A few of them. Commentary's been off for a few. Next ball. And it will be a dot ball. Come on, Aussies. Force yourself back in. I just don't get how they could have the Pakistan's favourites there with a 169 chase. The runs are not the problem. It's just... I guess it's the inexperience of the younger players, like Renshaw on debut kind of deal. No, England slain a champ, that's my job. No, that's definitely my job. That is absolutely my job. Never had a better, more fun job in my life. So 135 off 95. And it's going to be a single for Matty Renshaw. So he'll get to 2. It'll be 35 for 2. Might be the angle from where the angle is from the box. Yeah, you're right. Abhishek is saving India in T20 whenever he gets out. His team struggle badly. Yep. Well, he got out early in, I think, the second ODI. And first or second ODI? I think maybe the second ODI. Why is Travis copying me? Imitation doesn't flatter me. Yeah, Travis had got 23 runs more than what Ben Duckett would have got here today. And he got out for what, 23? Yeah, he got out for 23. So he got 23 more runs than what he would have, yeah. I think you'll find England's slander is everyone's job here, lads. Oh, it's a shot. Yes, that's a shot. Is that a 4? Yes, it is. Come on. Good shot there from Cameron Green. Go the Kolkata Knight Riders. 39 for 2. Big 4. This team is Australia, eh? Correct, Smithster. 168 in an international T20 should be nowhere near enough, but I'm not watching and can't see conditions. Yeah, well, the team is as Smithster said, an Australian A team. Did need more from Travis Head. Did need more. Yeah, it's natural for Australians to insult the English. Next ball. And that's smashed from Cameron Green for a 4. Let's go, Greeny. Come on. Come on, Greeny. That is smashed for a 4. 43 from 2. Again, the runs don't matter. The runs will happen. These guys can both bat, man. Just don't let Cameron Green play Test, but let him play T20. How does he go in ODI, Cameron Green? How was he in the old ODI? Next bowl. And it's going to be a dot ball. So 8, 9, 10 runs off the over so far from Mirza with one more ball to go. Renshaw's helmet is Sheen, but Cam Green is... What are you talking about? What's happening here? T20 is a very unpredictable game. Even weak teams come close and sometimes win in T20. That's why I don't like this format. Yeah, because it's such a quick fix. Just like a smash and grab kind of deal. He's got a pretty sensational century in his last ODI, I believe. Fair enough. Just don't get him in Test. Let him play everything else. Next ball. And that will sit for a single. They will get a single. Pakistan at this stage were 43 for 1. Australia are currently 44 for 2. So we sneak in a single there. Philippines that low in the order, but yeah, I see it. It's pretty much an Australian A team. It is. But there's no Mitchell Marsh. Petticamo. Current says Green has a batting average of 43 and economy. Nathan Ellis 43 and economy of 5.7 in ODI. Wow, economy of 5.7. Fair enough. Oh, what's his ODI batting rankings? What is his ODI batting rankings? Australia, Travis Head, Mitchell Marsh, Marnus Labuschagne, Alex Carey is pretty far down. Josh Inglis. Cameron Green is 77th ranked in the batting on the ODIs. Right, Amit says, thought it surprising why Pakistan chose to bat because mostly T20 teams choose to bowl. Yes, but this pitch favours batting, so they wanted to set the foundation. Didn't necessarily go to plan for them completely, but they wanted to set that precedent early. Jacko says, how does the helmet colour difference affect Perth's sporting legacy? It's a great question, Jacko. It's a fantastic question. Doesn't have enough ifs in it, but is a great question. Hunt says, Philippe is lucky to make the team. He did nothing for the Sixers. Yeah, he did struggle massively. I would have had him as I would have opened him, to be fair, alongside... I would have opened him alongside Steve Smith, or I just wouldn't have had Babar because he didn't work in Australia. Like, if this game was in Australia, we would have done them for under 100, truly, with the way we've seen this. 45 for 2. Perth Scorchers is a very dominant team. They had won BBL 6 times. Yes. Next ball. And that is a beautiful shot for a 4 for Matty Renshaw. Massive. Great shot for a 4 there from Matt Renshaw. 120 off 87 balls. The helmet's more of an issue for the equipment manager's legacy. I've never heard anyone say the words equipment manager and legacy together. Here you go. He scored a 47-ball century against South Africa last year. Wow. And that'll be a single for Renshaw, so they'll get the 50 up. So it's 50 for 2. Aussie's back at $1.52. It made no sense, Shatish. The odds made no sense for why it went to them being outsiders, just because Travis Head went. Because Australia have plenty of bats. They bat all the way down to Philippe. And Zave can hold his own. It's not a worry in regards to the runs here. And that's going to be a single. 51 for 2 through 5.5. Equipment manager, Ollie Pope. He should be. It's a great call. It's a great call. So 5.5 down, 51 for 2. Cam Green, make up for your awful Ashes series with a big knock here. Same. Oh my gosh, he's out, isn't he? No, it's a 6. Oh, thank gosh. I thought that was going... How difficult is it to read these balls here, lads? It's so difficult to read if it's going for a 6 or if it's going straight up in the air, because that looked like that was up in the air and that could have been out in the boundary, but it ends up being a 6 there for Matty Renshaw. He's on 13. Wowee. Why would you place a bet on at $1.94 and then cash out $1.37? Just write it. Australia should still win this game, bro. Yeah, look, fair, Jay. Bookie put them up to $2 early because he knows there's a sucker point every minute. That's manipulation for sure, bro. There's no way they should have been around 2s. So that's a big 6 there from Renshaw. It's so difficult to get a read where this ball's going. I have the best batting depth. Even 11th batter can bat, which isn't luxury for most of the teams. Sure, but our batters after Philippe drop off, and Zave can hold his own, but then after that, definitely. That's going to go for a single here for Cam Green. We'll get to 16. Yeah, I don't know why you would cash out there, mate. It makes no sense. The profit would be worth like nothing. It'd be like a couple bucks. Against India, we're in a similar situation to this one, and Kennelly steered us to victory batting with Zamps. Like, there's a lot of depth. There's a lot of depth here. Australian batting depth is amazing. Even bowlers bat, which doesn't happen in most of the teams. Yep. Your seventh batter is an opener. Yes, well, should have been for the Sixers in a lot of ways, but does more so play the 3 for the Sixers. Oh, wow, that's a leave. That is a ballsy leave there from Renshaw. And it's a wide. That is still a ballsy leave from Renshaw. Read the balls. What are you watching on, mate? On a small computer or TV screen? Maybe different to a 64-inch TV, if you know what I mean. You being overseas and all. I'm watching it on a big Apple Mac. But the commentators have had the same problem with me today as well. That's going to be a single for Renshaw. The commentators have been worse than me. They're at the game. So, and they've said like, oh, that's a 6 for sure, and then it'll be caught in the outfield, and then it'll be, oh, that's directly up in the air, and they'll hit a 6. It's really odd here with this broadcast. It's very difficult for me to see it, and then to hear the commentary get it completely wrong multiple times too. So it says, I'll offer $1.91 for the next batsman's helmet. Shiny or non-glossy. I'm going to go... Who's the next batter? That's a single. Next batter is Cooper Conley. Ooh, this is up your alley, innit? I'm going to go with Shiny. I'm going to go Shiny. I would have no idea. I'm going to go Shiny. If it's Shiny, what do you do, Smister? What are you doing? Sean, it's very hard to read the balls. Sounds like here for some people. Oh my gosh, that was a risky shot to play. Very, very risky. But it will be a single. So Green on 17, Renshaw on 15. $6.4 overs down. Smithson buys a membership if it's glossy. Yeah, I like that. Oh, it's down Broadway, son. That is a massive shot. Is that a 6? Yeah, it is a 6. Cameron Green hits a 6. He's on 23. Love to see Green batting with confidence. No, it's nice to see, mate. You know, at the end of the day, people don't realise this. When you criticise a player, when you're a normal human being, when you criticise a player, you want to be proven wrong. You want them to come out and just absolutely slaughter you. And that's what he's doing right now. He's doing really well, 23 from 15. Sometimes teams pick Oz 91 for 7. Still, they managed to chase 291. It also shows the mindset. Yep, fair. Smith says, if it's shiny, I'll donate $1.91, of course. You're really going to chump out on the $3.09, Mister? You're going to chump out on the $3.09 if it's not glossy. Also, that is interesting odds. I see what you mean, man. Thanks for clearing that up. Yeah, it's difficult. It's like the depth perception of this broadcasting camera, maybe. So, yeah, Pakistan lost 3 wickets by this. Australia need 101 runs off 78 balls. That's fine. Australia are exactly where Pakistan were, but Pakistan really slow down. Next ball. And it's going to be... Oh, no way. Oh, my gosh, Renshaw. That's ridiculous. He just got run out. That's seriously ridiculous. Oh, my gosh. You've just given away a free wicket. That's horrific. That is absolutely horrific from Renshaw. That is absolutely horrific. That is absolutely horrific from Renshaw. That is a horrible mix-up and gets run out. Getting run out is a crime. Well, Cameron Green, you really need to be the guy, and Cooper Connolly will come in now. All right, is it shiny or is it not shiny here for the helmet? The run wasn't on, though. It just wasn't. Why is it when Cameron Green is on the pitch, there's always a run out involved? Why is there always a run out involved when Cameron Green's on the pitch? Come on, Cooper Connolly. Be the guy. Be the guy. Such a pointless run out there, man. Such a pointless run out. Like, they only need 101 runs off of 77 balls. It's such a pointless run out. Non-glossy. It is non-glossy. You get lucky on being able to jump out on the $5 membership. All right, who's giving the same odds for the next one? Connolly half century at 8. Mate, we'd love to see it. That'll be a dot ball. I don't know why they were celebrating that. Feels worse getting a golden duck on the first ball of the game. Feel like it would feel worse to get that golden duck. Come on, man. Come on, Australia. Oh my gosh, Connolly's gone on 0. Connolly is gone on 0. And 68 for 4. This is horrific right now. This is horrific. This is just horrific. First ball and Connolly's gone. Oh my gosh. This is not looking great now. Wow, this is trouble for Australia. This is trouble. So 68 for 4. Like, this should have been an easy chase, bro. It should have been an easy chase. I can't believe what we're watching right now. Mitchell Owen has to come in and do something. Yeah, Jay spoke the golden duck into existence. Yeah. Well, it was a dot balls. It wasn't a golden duck. It was just a duck, but I get ya. Can only for... Well, it's not a golden duck. Is it a golden duck? It wasn't first ball. No, it's not a golden duck. It's just a duck. Yeah, I don't understand how Aussies are making this chase hard. Cameron Green needs to have a belter here. Needs to have an absolute belter. Alright, 14 matches, 163 runs, 20.3 average, 50s won. They're here, Chris. I don't know what's happening, mate. I really don't know what's happening. Like, they have plenty of batters. They're making it so unnecessarily hard for themselves right now. It's a dot ball. $68 for 4. I think you saw plenty of batters when we played in the Ashes, mate. I think you saw that. Dear me, this is rough to watch at the moment, and it's going to be chopped for a dot ball. Oh, man, we need you to do something here, Green. We need you to do something here, Green. And Mitchell Owen. Next ball. And they will get a single for Mitch Owen. 69 for 4. It is a very unnecessary run out. Travis Head getting out like that was ridiculous, and that should have shown us right there. The way Travis Head got out, that should have shown us. This is the inexperience showing as well. As you said, we've made an easy chase now. Look in the balance. Yeah, it's like it's still in the balance. 172 is absolutely doable. It's just the 6 wickets that are worrying right now. The runs I don't care about. Like, the runs, I'm not worried. 172 is actually not that hard, but 6 wickets now, you start to worry. Yeah, there's no sweat, but it's just the 4 early wickets that's making you sweat. We do need to see Cameron Green get a 50. We do. We need to see him get a 50. Next bolt. And that's just going to be a sweep out the back. Will that go for a 4? Will it go for a 4? It will. Go, Mitchell Owen. Very needed 4 there. We go under the 100 markers. 96 runs off of 71 balls. 96 off 71. Still runs and not worry. They're throwing wickets, which is unbelievable. Yes. It's not the runs that are the worry right now. Next bolt. And I'll take the shot out for the boundary. Just be a single, though. So Cameron Green will come on strike. Let's go green. At least it's making it a nervy watch. At least it's making it a good chase here. Next bowl. And there'll be a dot ball. Watchalong, we need you to be a big bopper. We need you to get some sixes, really. No, we don't need the sixes. We don't need sixes. We'd love them, though. And that's going to be straight to the boundary for a single. There's a man on the boundary there. Tense time in the game at the moment. It is a tense time in the game. Because we've got more wickets than where Pakistan were. But we're pretty much at the same area runs-wise. But we'll be more consistent, I reckon, across the game than they were as a single. Just need to settle into this right now. They just need to settle into it. They just need to settle into this game. Aussies don't take bilateral very seriously, but when it comes to big events, they played their best when it matters most every time I had seen that, yes. That'll be single. Has anyone outside of head, green, and maybe short ever bat in Pakistan? It's a good question. It's a good question. I don't think so. Or I guess Zampa, but he's not a batter. 92 off of 66. 26 runs the difference. Well, at least this is making it exciting, guys. This is making it exciting because if we still had Travis Head there at the strike, it would be over. But we clearly don't. So at least this is kind of giving you those nerves of a 50-50. Well, I think that Travis did take Pakistan too lightly. That's why he got out. He's very well known for not respecting the bowler and going out for a shivered shot. Yeah, Aussie got a bit complacent, I reckon, Joe. Yeah. Come on, Greeny. Need a big one from you, son. Abra is 1 for 1 through 1.1. Great economy. And that is going to be chopped out there for a single. 78 for 4. $78 for 4, 9.2. 91 off 64. So 27 runs off the ball count. And they'll get a dot ball. Oh, let's get to that frustrating point. If Josh can survive an over, you'll get a roll on. Josh? Well, Josh isn't in. I don't want to see Josh. I just want these guys to bat through to the end, mate. I just want these guys to bat through, please. Good shot down the line. But it's going to be a man at the boundary. Single. 79 for 4. No one is ready to bake someone a field. This bloke is loading up every ball. I hope you're right. He is ready to go big, you can see. So Cameron Green back on strike. 90 off 62. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Why are you celebrating that? You know that's not out. I don't want to rely as well on Edwards on debut too. No, you don't. But also, mate, that's what... Moments like this is what makes the big boys. This is where Cam shows he has stones. We go, well, he got signed for big dollars from... Big dollars. Oh, this is going to be a single. He got signed big dollars by Kolkata Knight Riders in the T20. So 10 overs gone, and it's 80 for 4. Guys, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. It's a drinks break. It is a drinks break. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe. This is going to be an interesting final 10 overs. Very interesting. They only need 89 off 60. 29 runs off the ball count. It's absolutely doable. If these guys can stick in until the... If we can keep these guys to the 15th over, we win this game. We win this game if we stick these guys in through to the 15th over, because then they'll unload. Mitchell, like as we're saying in the chat, Mitchell Owen is he's a bopper. He knows how to hit. Next in would be Josh Phillippe. He can absolutely smack him too. Come on, Australia, just find a way. Find a way. Smithster, gifted 1 membership. Get around here, Smithster. Appreciate you, bro. You know we've taken the piss before, man. Get around here, Smithster. Appreciate you, bro. Lachlan Marshall gifted the membership. So 84. I'm going to get myself a bottle of water, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. We're back in a sec. All right. All right. Sean says complacency is exactly why Australian sports fans are different to the rest because we call it out, not swept under the carpet. Yeah, and it has been complacency. Like the way Short got out, he was going for a six. The way Travis Head got out, he was going for a six and hit it directly up in the air. You know, they're just going really, really big here. They're trying to go really, really big, and then it was a stupid run out of Matt Renshaw. That was really, really dumb. And then we seen that was a good bowl, to be fair, from Abra for the wicket of Connolly. Even though Connolly was going for a stupid shot. Again, they're doing it to themselves in a lot of ways here. Fall of wickets, 21, 28, 68, and 68. Who are you selecting Spencer Johnson over? Who are you selecting Spencer over? Okay, we're back on. 89 or 60 balls, and oh my gosh, he's saying he got a hand on this. Oh my gosh, Owen might be out. It's been smashed back into the stump, and oh my gosh, this might be. I think Owen's gone. This is so unlucky. This is so unlucky. I think Owen's gone. It's been smashed back onto the stump, and apparently he's been touched by the bowler. We've got to check the run out of the bowler's end. He's saying that he's touched this. This is so unlucky. Smash back towards the stumps. He's out of the crease. He's out. He's out. He's out. He's out. I don't think he touches that, does he? Did he touch that ball? Does his finger bend back? And oh yeah, he did. He touched it with his. I think he touched it with this finger. I think he's touched it with this finger. Maybe it's close. I can't see a finger, but maybe we need to see another angle. Maybe. Here we go. This angle might show it. Oh, I can't see a finger. They're going to go to the ultra edge here. I don't know. Maybe this finger gets it. They are getting ultra edge onto it, Jay. I think he does touch it with this finger, maybe. He was pretty confident though, so I'd back him. I'd back it. I would back it that he gets a touch to it. But with that being said, there was... Here we go. Yeah, he does. Yep, it does hit his finger. Yeah, I was right. It was his finger. All right, so that is a wicket. That is so unlucky, dude. That is so unlucky. That is such an unlucky wicket, man. And Mitchell Owen is gone. So now Cameron Green and Josh Philippi, the two guys you need to just... You need to be the guys to get 89 runs on 60 balls. Yeah, it's going to be out. This team outside of Connolly are players who had a very ordinary recent Big Bash series. I'd go Spencer Johnson over Edwards. Sure. Well, Mitchell Owen, unfortunately out on 8. You can't blame him for that. It's real unlucky stuff. It's really unlucky. What happened exactly just came now. How did Owen get unlucky? Well, Cameron Green smashed the ball, was probably going to go for a 4, but gets touched by the bowler, Nawaz, on his finger just like this, and it hits the stumps, and he's gone. So 10.1 overs down and 80 for 5. This is looking... I can't believe Australia have made this as a tough chase. I cannot believe it. There's no way. Like, Pakistan's batting was dreadful, but Australia's batting has been even worse. That last wicket was unlucky, but everything else before that. And they'll get a single here. Green, you need to be the saviour here, man. You need to make Australians fall in love with you again after an awful Ashes series. You need to find a way to make Australians fall in love with you again. He's saying it touched him here, but it didn't actually touch him on that one. It touched him here. So 88 on 58. Oh, it's starting to get nervy now. Harbour Bridge not falling down, no, Jacko. Harbour Bridge not falling down. Next bolt. And that's going to be probably 2 runs. Yeah, 2 runs. Okay, gets off the mark there, Philippi. Jeez, it's going to be a good chase, man. This is what can happen in a team sport when the top order make it difficult for the bowlers. Yep. Big bloke in the Scorchers team, can't remember his name. Was he the bloke who was playing baseball in the US and then made the switch to T20? I'm not too sure you're talking about. Smith, so you might know as a Perth fan. 16 matches, 162 runs, average of 12.46. Best 45. We need that 45 massively here, Philippi. We need that 45 massively. And that will be a single for Philippi, so he'll get a 3. But the thing is that we do know that he can go big from his BBL, but this is obviously very different to the BBL. Very, very different. 10.4 down. 84 for 5. Mohammad Nawaz bowling. His best is 5 for 19. Economy of 7.21. That's what he normally has. He's got 4 runs for the first 4 balls here. And it'll be 5 runs now. There'll be a single. Stay in your crease. Well, Carl, you can't blame Mitchell Owen for that. You can't blame him. I'm only a casual fan at best. I'm just here to make friends. Fair enough. I don't know who he's referring to. Okay, next bolt. And that should just be another single here for Philippi. Oh my gosh, they're going for 2 runs. Okay, they get there. Everything is just nervy right now. Could be worse, being bowled out 15 runs in a T20. That's pretty rough, yeah? Was that the Adelaide Strikers who did that? I feel like that was the Strikers, wasn't it? 82 off 54. Come on, Australia. Find a way, dude. How have they made this tough for themselves? How have they made this tough for themselves? Shaheen Afridi gave up 10 runs in the first over. Good call for 2. It was a good call, but obviously every run is nerve-wracking after what we saw from Renshaw. And with Cameron Green there. I think it was the Strikers who got all out for 15, or maybe it was the Thunder against the Strikers. It was either... I think it was the Strikers-Thunder game. 2 run-outs this game. The Renshaw one was stupid. The Owen one was unlucky. So Shaheen, Australian 82 off 54. And that's a good shot. Will it go for 4? Is there a man on the boundary? No, there is someone out there. It's just a single. But 30 runs there for Green now. $88 for 5 through 11.1. Philippi on strike. He's on 5 from 3. This is where the big boys are made here, lads. This is where the big boys are made. Stay patient. And that will be another single. So they're just kind of moving the run rate right now. It's nothing too crash shot, but they just need to get comfortable because obviously you've got that sinking feeling. Everyone's got the sinking feeling right now of what's happening here. So you just need to kind of get through the motions of it all, and then someone needs to take it away, whether it be Green or whether it be Philippi or Jack Edwards on debut. Someone needs to be the one to take it away. Next bolt. And it'll be, I think they've got did they get a single out of that? No, dot ball. It's slipping away unless someone turns it up. It is slipping away unless someone turns it up. Cameron Green on strike. Have your moment, Greeny. Have your moment. Next bowl. Oh my gosh, he should have been bowled. He should have been bowled there, Green. Big swing, big miss, but he has to go for the risky. He was going for a big 6. He should have been bowled. If Afridi gets that on stump, he's gone. Yeah, well underneath it. He was really aiming up for a big shot there. If they can pick up Cameron Green, they probably just win this game, eh? Oh, it's going to go back for 4. Go back for 4. Go back for 4. Come on. Good shot. We'll take that 4. Massive needed boundary there from Cameron Green. 93 for 5. Pretty sure it was Hurricanes that got our Thunder out for 23 at home in Sydney a couple of years ago. Yeah, but surely you would know. Wasn't it Thunder and Strikers with the 15 all out? Had that not hit top of stump then, I can't believe it, but I'm just glad that Green's got a 4 just now. Yeah, Strikers, yeah. And it was 15, yeah. Was it the Thunder or the Strikers? I'm pretty certain it was the Strikers Thunder game. I'm pretty certain it was the Strikers who were all out 15, but I can't fully remember. Good shot, but I know there's a man out there. They'll get 2 pushing runs. Lovely. 2 runs to end the over. 95 for 5. 8 overs to go. In Oz, low totals all out happens most often. Yeah, because it's a lot more difficult to bat in Oz. Pakistan at this stage was 110 for 3, but they really slow down. It's not the runs that matter. They really slow down. They don't explode. They had their explosion in one of their openers, and then also the man in 3. That was their explosion. Green 36, Philippi on 6, 95 for 5. Nawaz will come in for a bowl. I just love the networking they do. Like, they're not even watching the game up there in the corpse. They're all just there talking about whatever business they're doing. It's just networking. They wouldn't have a clue what's happening in this game right now. Next bolt. They'll get a single. Just keep taking those singles. And then just load up when you can. $73 or 47. 26 runs the difference there. That's fine. The runs are not the problem. The wickets are the problem. Next bolt. Oh my gosh, please tell me that's going for a 6. Please tell me it's going for a 6. Oh my gosh, he's out. Cameron Green's out, and that should probably be the game now, I reckon. That probably should be the game. That probably should be the game. Australia have been just god-awful today. Australia have been just awful today. Unfortunately, Australia have just been awful today. They've just given away their wicket every 2 seconds, just really poorly and really cheaply. These have been some really cheap and poor wickets. Runs out his own teammates and dips. What a bloke. Well, he's got our highest score of 36. Josh Philippe and Jack Edwards, you need the Sydney Sixers to turn it up here. They deserve to get defeated, unfortunately. They do. They need this wake-up call right now with what's happened here. Like, at least Green got the 36. I do think it ultimately did come down to Travis Head getting out for how he got out. Matt Shaw getting out like that was rough, but with that being said, it's not completely unexpected with Travis Head to get out when he did. He could have been on for a big total. He was on 23, but he just went for a ridiculous shot. But now we need Jack Edwards and Josh Philippe, the two Sydney Sixers, to just turn in a big performance. That silly Renshaw run changed momentum. No, I feel like Travis Head getting out was what changed the momentum. Matt Shaw was like fine, but Cameron Green went for 36. If you saw Travis Head continue, you know, he was on for a 50-pluser. He was on for a big score. The Sixers combo will bring us home. We need it. We need it. Jack Edwards on debut, average of 16.31 in his T20 career. Best is 47. Desperate for this 47. Yeah, Australia have played like shit in this game, unfortunately. 73 off 46. And they will get a single from it from Jack Edwards. Never been a bigger Sydney Sixers fan in my life. 72 off 45. 27 runs behind the ball count. Like, it wasn't actually a bad shot from Cameron Green. He just didn't get enough power behind it, sorry. Just didn't get the power behind it. Next bowl. And they'll get a single from it. 71 off 44. Philippe back to his best. Come on. Well, again, it's coming down to who won the toss. Australia would have played a completely different way had they won the toss and bat first. And the bat first is usually the team that wins here in Lahore. It usually is. Next bowl. Oh my gosh, big swing and a big miss. You can tell they're desperate right now, Australia. The only way he picks a worse team if he put Constas in. Yeah, this hasn't worked out here today at all. Obviously, this is nowhere near what you're going to see in the T20 World Cup, lads, but still very frustrating. They're saying we want to say don't count out Aussies because they fight to the end. They will fight to the end here. We don't deny that, but we will criticise the performance of the Australians in this match. Because Pakistan's total was ridiculously low. Like, that was really low. That'll be taken for just a single again. Yeah, just a single. So 4 runs from the over with a wicket. It's very difficult to see them come back here. Unless they can find a way to just bang in some sixes. They need like a 20-run over. They do. And if that's going to come from anyone, it has to, I guess, go from Philippe. Shadab, he'll be in for a bowl. So 0 for 19 through 2. It's just baffling, this situation. Oh, they're back on doing this again in the stands. I was not playing the main team. Yes, there's a lot of players out here, but these guys should have still won this game. They should have still won it. 99 for 6. And it's a single. At this point, it's like if you get out, you get out. You just need to go for it, eh? You just need to go for it. Next bowl. And that's just going to be... They're going to get 2. Good running. Oh, wow. He missed that. It's 3 runs. What was the fielder doing there? He just gave it 3 runs. I don't know what that was. Okay, hopefully little things like that can change this game. 67 off 40. Little things like that can change the game. I don't know what happened with the fielder just then. Oh, the broadcast is blacked out. We apologise for this temporary break in transmission. Normal programming will resume as soon as possible. Oh, the broadcast is cut out. This isn't me. This is KO. Are you guys getting this as well? I don't think this is me. It says we apologise for this temporary break. Yeah, what happened to KO? Yeah. The broadcast has gone down. Okay, it's back on. Could you imagine if we missed like a wicket there? Pretty sure that's Cooper's third duck in a row, if not fourth. Yeah, I don't think Cooper is going to be... Yeah, it's back on now. I don't think Cooper's going to play in that T20 World Cup right now. Next ball. He's gone for a shot. And there is a man on the boundary, though. So single. 105 for 6. 64 off 38. 26 runs the difference. It's still there. It is still there. Could be even 5th. I hadn't Supercoach. So sorry. Next ball. Don't tell me that's a catch. Oh, he's caught him. Yeah, he's gone. That should be game, lads. Edwards has gone on 5. That should be game. That should be game. The Aussies deserve to lose this. They've been pathetic. It's really been pathetic stuff. Like, the bowling's not even... It's been okay. The bowling's been okay. I just can't believe what we've seen here from Australia. It's just been a completely disrespectful performance to the jersey. It really has been. It's been disrespectful to what we're seeing here. I understand they're inexperienced, but this has been absolutely pathetic. The run-outs, just the constant disrespect of their own wicket, it's just ridiculous stuff. The team deserves to cop it from the coach. Coach deserves to cop it for the selection. And also the team deserves to cop it from the coach. Going into a T20 World Cup, and this team should have done a lot better. They should have done a lot better. I think the coach deserves to cop it for his selection, but I also think that the team deserves it because they should have been much better than what we've seen in this shit. So Bartlett comes in. Philippi, we needed to get 75, which would be another 64 balls. 105 for 7. 105 for 7. Strike rate is 66.67. His best ever is 9, Xavier Bartlett. Ugh. Come on, Big X. Oh my gosh, he's so close to being out. Well, what a turn of events. You're so confident when Pakistan gets out for a shit total and they go and throw this up. Buddy, you got to be just sorry at all the Australians who are still awake right now. It's such an awful time to watch this. What's going on? Australia collapses. Yeah, no, it's been awful, Sana. It's been awful. You know, we do have the excuse that this is nowhere near the Australian team and we've got a whole bunch of inexperienced players in, but this is awful because Pakistan have been awful today too. Like, both teams today have been awful, it's just Australia have been worse. Australia have been worse. Both teams have been shithouse, but Australia have been worse by a long way. Inexperienced, so was New Zealand and India. Just joking. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. And that'll be a good shot, but there's a man on the boundary. They just aren't doing anything. They're just not doing anything here, the Aussies. Just not doing anything. Because it is embarrassing. They've not done anything themselves. We've deserved to lose this on our own backs. It's not because Pakistan have been out of this world. We've deserved to lose this on our own backs. Both these teams today have been shit. But we've just found a way to lose an unlosable game. We really have. Next ball. Dot ball. Xavier, mate, you just need to swing. I don't care if you get out. You just need to swing. Don't care if you get out. The game's lost. On a bright note, at least it'll finish early. It definitely... well, not too earlier, but... You just need to swing here, mate. And he's just missed it, yeah. Big yikes, dude. Big yikes. Well, tomorrow, guys, we will have England versus Sri Lanka. Oh, I did see that, Brenton. I did see that. Complacency is what's costing Aussies, which I guess does come down to an experience. And now we're just blocking the shots. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care that you are the 8th batter. Come in and have a damn well whack. That's all you can do. If you get out, you get out. Like, you're chasing 63 off 32 and you're blocking shots. And exactly, that's what we're looking for from Zave, and we'll get a 4. You know what I mean? Like, take shots like that. He nearly got out. There was a chance of him getting caught out there on the boundary. Instead, he gets a 4. Like, that's what you need to do. If you get out, you get out. Like, that is what it is. 59 off 31. It was a tough one to catch. But like that's all we're after. That's what we're after. We're not here to see you block shots. If we're going to lose the game, go out losing the game, trying to win it. Go out losing the game, try and damn well win it. I've got to get the broadcast back up. So it's 111 for 7 with 5 overs to go. We hit 58 needed off of 30 balls. .58 needed off of 30 balls. Jacko, they are not that worse. I had told you even bad happens to the best of the best. Criticism deserves, though, rightfully. Criticism absolutely is deserved here. Yeah, get Josh back on strike, exactly. Yeah, at least go out in a blaze of glory. So 58 needed off of 30 balls, but only 3 wickets left. This would be a miracle to win from here, like an absolute miracle. So Abra, 1 from 4. They should be made to watch Ireland versus Zimbabwe to get some pointers. Honestly, at this point, yeah. Oh, the light has gone off here at the stadium. Guys, please. Please tell me the light doesn't come back on. Keep the lights off. There's been a power outage right now with one of the... Oh, no, it's back on. Damn it. Damn it. Light tower's busted. Yeah, I think that must have been Mitchell Marsh. He's gone and turned it off. But it's back on now. Bartlett on strike. Harsha says, Oz should win against Pakistan team. Come on, they have a good repo. If we had a full-strength lineup here, I feel like we absolutely would, but this has been, really disappointing from Australia. This is not a full-strength lineup, but they still should have been winning. They still should have been winning. Oh my gosh, this broadcast in Pakistan sucks, bro. You may be winning a T20 game, but your broadcast sucks. Now we apologise for this temporary break in transmission again. The light was powering one of the clear sites. Well, can they at least get the footage up on the game? Because we can't see anything right now. The broadcast has gone down again. They've gone down in the broadcast again. This is local broadcast. I don't even blame KO. Yeah, KO's down, Brenton. But this is local broadcasting problems. This is local broadcasting. There's no footage of the game right now, guys. And now we're back underway. So 58 from 29 is what's needed. 57 off 27, sorry. So Philippe on 12, Bartlett on 6. It's 112 for 7. And that's a 6, that's a 6, that's a 6, that's a 6. No, he's out. He's out. Okay, well, that's definitely the game. This guy's a fucking idiot. Get him off of my broadcast. Like, dead set. This guy with his showboating, my gosh, I can't wait to slap him when the game actually means something, eh? This Abra dude, he is such a showboat, man. Bro, I honestly can't wait to see a game we're going to slap this guy, eh? Like, the guy's going up against Australian A team and he's just showboating in front of the Australians. He's a dick. That's what he is. So that's a wicket there. Look at this guy. He's just a knob, bro. He's just a knob. Gosh. 112 for 8, 15.4. Such an unlikable character. So Bartlett on 6 from 9. Zampa now comes in. Just get it over and done with. What an absolute shit show from the Australians today. Yeah, you had a funny celebration when he got Coley when they needed 70 runs and needed 6 or 7 wickets. You should see it. It's a knob. But it's just in the game, though. Mate, I have to ask, because you said it before, if we call you sir, what would you think? No, it'd be weird from an Australian's perspective. That'd be a dot ball. If we played a full team, we would have harsh it, but these guys just disrespected the Australian jersey today. But don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow for England versus Sri Lanka. We'll be in a much better mood. Obviously, we're in a shocking mood right now. Shocking mood. Shocking mood, but that is what it is. That's sport. That is sport. Comes to an end. 4 overs to go. It's 112 for 8. Can't believe they're going to struggle to get to 120. Cannot believe they're going to struggle to get to 120 when they were chasing a measly total of 168. Oh, I'm going to scroll this down. Like, look at that shit. Look at over there and just look at the names and look at the numbers. It's just awful. Okay, there we go. Next ball. That's going to be hit straight up to a 4 from Xavier Bartlett. So it's 10 runs to Xavier Bartlett. 53 off 23. That's a 4 for Big X. Zampa to carry us now. No, we need Xavier Bartlett to carry us now. I told you could hold his own. He can hold his own. That's 2 boundaries that he's got. Sport, man. Australia don't deserve to win this game. They don't. Oh! Oh, good. It's going to be a single there from X, but he's gone for him. Zampa, doesn't matter if you get out. Just swing the damn well bat of the ball. $16.2 overs down. Don't worry, guys. I've been here loads of times. Far from over yet. Here we go, then. This game's over. If we win this game from here, it'd be the biggest miracle ever. Biggest miracle ever. Next ball. And they were call and catch, but it'll be a dot ball. 117 for 8, 52 off 21. One for 22. They're celebrating the runouts in the commentary. Runouts aren't due to Pakistan. Runouts are due to Australia in this one. And the second one was actually just unlucky. The first one was due to Australia. Envy is positivity. It's because England have been here every single time they play a game. That's why. That's why he understands it. And he's learnt how to put yourself in a positive mindset. But Australians, we look at this and we go, this has just been a dog shit performance from Australia and they deserve the criticism. This should have been really an easy chase. Yes, it should have been to us. It should have been. They got complacent. They got lazy. They took dumb shots. And the inexperience showed. It's going to be a single. $50 off 19 balls. Should have been. Especially on this pitch, man. This pitch is not a difficult pitch. It isn't. It's not a difficult pitch. It makes this even more embarrassing for Australia. It's funny because, like, Premier Ball playing a second division team. Yeah, exactly. I'll be a single there for Zampa. 49 off 18. definitely going to have to change this team up going into that second game on Saturday. Wow. Have to hand it to Pak's fielding layout. Yeah, Pakistan's fielding layout's been decent, but also Australia's just been shocking, man. They've just been shocking. 3 overs to go here, 49 off 18 balls. It's a miserable looking scorecard. Oh, dude, it is miserable. And it's not even showing you the front end as well. Not even showing the front end, which is just as bad. I think India have lost multiple matches just because their bowlers can't bat at all. We've seen many other teams like Australia, England, even Pakistan, their bowlers can bat really well. Your opinion? Well, yeah, but look at Paddy Cummins, for example. Look at Stark. Oh my gosh, that should have been a wicket, but that's going to go back for probably 2 runs, I would say. You'd hope so. No, I think they've just taken a single. Abra gets smacked in the World Cup. Harry Potter from Wish. It's just a knob reaction. It's just a knob reaction. But then again, it's all part of the game of cricket. I enjoy it. It's just that we will take the piss out of it when, at the end of the day, we're pissed off because he got us. It's just as simple as that. Pissed off because he got us. Oh, that's going to be a dot ball. We need about... What do we need? We need about 8 sixes to go back in this game. About 8 sixes. Next ball. And that is a big shot out of the boundary. And it will actually end up being a 4. It will be a 4 here for Bartlett. It's actually crazy that Xavier Bartlett might end with our highest score. He's 20 runs off of Cameron Green. It's actually insane to me that Xavier Bartlett might end up with our highest score. Ends up being a 4. Probably shouldn't even been a 4. The other fielder was too... Fuck up, Shatish. Come on, man. Like, not the time, bro. Not the time, Shatish. KJ Sports says shocking batting innings. Not the time, bro. You're very well aware, like, both teams have been shit out here today, and you're going to come in and say dominating win. You're very, very well aware that both teams here have been shit. It's just Australia have been even worse. Very, very well aware. But the anti-Australia comments are pretty normalised. It's a single there for Bartlett. That'll be 17 runs for him. Dominating win. Brother, like, the run-outs is what's ultimately got him to this point. The fact that Australia's batters have not respected the Pakistani bowling, and they've gone for 6s off of shipper shots. How on earth are we saying dominating win here from Pakistan's perspective? What I will say is embarrassing and humiliating from Australia's perspective, but dominating win from Pakistan, are we serious? Are we serious right now? If Indian bowlers learn to bat at pressure situation, I think it'd be very difficult for other teams to beat India. I agree. Shocking batting innings. Absolutely shocking, KJH Sports. Shocking. Just shocking stuff. Just shocking batting here from Australia. So Bartlett at 17 from 16, 43 off 12. Oh, boy. Shaheen Afridi. Exactly right, KJH. Pakistan have been terrible as well, and we should have done better tonight. They got 169. Their bowling's been okay at best. It's just Australia. Look at how they dominated the opening couple of overs. They absolutely slaughtered the opening couple of overs, and then you just see them completely fall apart because they thought the game was going to be too easy. Well, I've put out an A team as an injuries. No, they've just gone with the selection-wise, and they want to not go their full team before the World Cup in a couple of weeks' time. Next ball. And that will be a single. Again, bro, you came with that inviting. Get some self-respect. 41 off of 10. Oh, man, I'm looking forward to the back end of this game. I'm looking forward to the back end of this one. Smith says, I give Pax a solid B grade. Yeah, B grade. The Aussies a D plus. D plus? Where's the plus come from? Where are you getting the plus? They're going to get a single from that. So Bartleby on 19. Sure, you've had some batting collapses over the years and the inexperience is showing. Yep. Where's the plus? I'd give him a B. Oh, sorry. I'd give him a D. I wouldn't give him a D plus. I'd give Zampa at least a plus for the fact that he individually got 4 wickets. But as a team, I can't give Australia a plus in this game. And I think D is generous. I do. And that's going to be smacked for just a single they'll go for. The plus is from Zampa's bowling. Yep, that's literally it. But it's generous to give the whole team that plus. This isn't the team we're taking for the World Cup, KJH. There's plenty of players out. Call it before I typed it. Yeah, but still, yeah, it would be generous. I didn't invite you to say anything, Flower. Oh, good shot. Wow, that's a 6. That's a 6 there from Bartlett. Wowee. Xavier Bartlett with 25 runs just shows to me how shocking this batting has been from Australia. 33 off of 7 balls. The middle order got screwed worse than Lily Phillips, mate. Awful stuff. Xavier Bartlett's just rocked it. Don't forget, guys, we'll be live for England, Sri Lanka tomorrow, and I've seen your English comments here today, lads. You better hope you get the job done. I've seen your comments. I've seen your comments, Mr. Jacko. I've seen your comments, Mr. Chris. See you tomorrow. He'll see you at that World Cup. He'll come back around, baby. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I have a good memory here. I have a great memory, son. I have a fantastic memory, I would say. Some would argue the best memory of all time. And I will see you on the flip side, homie. Actually, does Australia play England in the T20 in the World Cup? I don't think we do we? You're lucky. Unless we play in the finals. Dominant win. Yeah, Jacko, that was an unbelievable comment. Unbelievable comment. And Mr. Carl. Carl didn't really do too much, did he? Yeah, too much. Sri Lanka, Oman, Zimbabwe, Ireland, Netherlands. Yeah, you're scared, that's why. Now the time afterburners engaged. Yeah, take your pot shots now, English fans. Take your pot shots, because I think we all know your team well and truly enough. Take your pot shots, baby. Go for gold, son. Go for gold, because it will come back around for you. It will come back around. Well, Cummins and Hayes will come in if they're fit. Yes. So 32 off 6 balls. And that's a 6 from Xavier Bartlett. Wow. Well, if you can hit 6 sixes, you win. That is the biggest 6 of the evening. And Xavier Bartlett is probably going to top our scorers. That is actually disgraceful. That is actually disgraceful. Xavier Bartlett is going to top our score sheet. Where was this 5 overs ago? Where was this 20 overs ago, Brenton? Or 18 overs ago? Feeling sorry for Bartlett. If only someone stay with him. Yeah. Bartlett and Zampa are the only ones who, you know, I appreciate it. Well, that's the game there. He didn't get 6 sixes, unfortunately, lads. Needs a noble 6. 4 balls remaining. Just one guy. Just one person in the middle order and we win this game. Just one. One dude that actually just got a couple boundaries. We win this game. That's it. And that is going to be hit for a single. 25 off 3. Hey, Poms, how's not having the Ashes since 2015? Hey, yeah, that's pretty good for him. Pretty good. 25 runs off of 3 balls. Has Australia lost this more than Pakistan winning, to be honest? Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep my name out of your mouth, Brenton. I want the Aussies to win. Yeah, he does. Bartlett's putting the selectors on notice. And that is nicely struck. But it will just be a single there. 2 more balls left to go through of this absolute travesty of a game. Gosh. Let me go. Let me go, please. Let me get out of here. This has been just a shit show from Australia. Just a shit show. But we'll be back for Australia versus Pakistan on Saturday. Next ball. And it's going to be a dot ball. 1 more ball to go of this absolute shit show. The tables are up in the air. It's all going off. Go on, do him. Boy, 24 runs off 1 ball. We're going to need a few no balls here, lads. Going to need a few no ball sixes. Going to need a few. Couldn't even chase down 169. What a miserable, miserable batting lineup chase. It popped up at the start, Jane, and then it slowed down. You'd probably be, you should be grateful for it considering the way this game's finished up. Otherwise, you know how it could have gone. And that is going to end up being a single to finish the game off, and Pakistan win by 22 runs. Oh, just terrible batting, dude. Just absolutely terrible batting. The fact that Xavier Bartlett was close to being the top batsman for Australia just shows everything you need to know. Wow, what a shit show that was. I'm not sitting here and talking about it anymore because that was pathetic from Australia. Well done, Xavier Bartlett, for giving it a crack, and well done, Zampa, for a bowl. But I'll see you tomorrow for England versus Sri Lanka. And English, you better hope you win, man. You better hope you win. Because Pakistan are ranked above Sri Lanka. But alright, guys, I appreciate you. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.